rhythm. Monk on the beat. Monk on the beat.
Woo! What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys another game day reaction live stream, and of course the last of the preseason games. This time, the next game day live stream will be the official kickoff of the season. Can't wait. But before that, you gotta hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us anywhere and everywhere at My Cowboys Family, and of course, hop in the Discord. The link for that's in the description box down below.
Yeah,
and as we get rolling
preseason here.
Yes.
The end of preseason finally, thank goodness. But unfortunately, we have some news for the Cowboy fan base here. It's not that good.
Yes, you might have already heard the unfortunate news about Donon Bland, but we will be getting into that here in just a few moments. First, we have to shout out the people who help make MCF happen here on the daily and the nightly. So huge, an extra special shout out to the sponsor of the week and the Cash App Queen, Chill Pill.
Boom, right
Thank you so
there.
much, Chill Pill. Appreciate you, of course.
Yes, she ran the After Dark, broke some records over there, but she's also finalizing the After Dark crew during the Cowboy regular season. And that starts, to me, it already started. But the point is, After Dark is going to stay After Dark, and any drops here are going to go for My Cowboys Family. So that's the way we're going to do both of these, starting already this week here. We're going to probably have to announce, again, we'll announce some champions tonight.
That's right.
But if for some reason something breaks tomorrow, CeeDee Lamb or something like that, we will be live again, and that'll be one more chance for anybody to get a chance to make a run at any of our top spots. But let's go through that real quick, because Chill Pill is running the sponsor of the week the last 2 weeks, and the Cash App Queen. But Marco Seppi is holding it down with 60 points in the Stream Boss, and Jet Li 44 right now. 10 out of 12 weeks, he has run the membership gifting championship. So big shout outs to him, and a big way of helping out the channel to Jet Li 44. He is currently up by, I think, 2 with 1 day left, with today left here. So will he go 11 out of 13? We shall see. He is the current leader there. And you have a current leader in the Cash App side, which is not the great Chill Pill. It is James Hurr. Have you heard? James Hurr is the Cash App leader, and only by like $2 over Jet Li 44. So that's a race. We got to watch that battle tonight. And as the overall board kind of, we'll see who takes over there. We had Marissa Sparkle leading the entire week, but we now have a new leader, and his name is Mark Hovsepian. So big shout out to the man from Hawaii, Mark Hovsepian. Not only the Stream Boss, but he's coming for the sponsor of the week, which means you may have a chance to, get into this Star Over Everything level membership at the end of the month, for the month of August. Not only do we get the Star and Over Everything level members, but also the weekly winner. So the weekly winner today of the sponsor week, like Marco Seppi, may add a bonus membership, a bonus raffle entry for this Star and Over Everything level membership at the end of the month. By the way, big shout out to the Star level, LC, Marissa Sparkle, and Skeptical Fan, always staying skeptical.
That's right.
Appreciate you guys. And, shout outs done there, but also how you can drop the love during the stream tonight and anytime during the channel. There's ways, right? The super chats in this YouTube side of things, the thanks button. You can jump in the membership, like Big D. Yeah, Big D back in the membership in the Navy Blue crew. And also, you can gift memberships, that was just said. But there's also 4 other ways you can drop the love here outside of the YouTube format.
Of course, you have the Cash App money sign My Cowboys Family, the Venmo at My-Cowboys-Family, the regular PayPal link, and last but not least, the Streamlabs link lets your comment show up on screen just like a super chat would.
That's right. So let's get it rolling here. Who's in the house tonight to discuss some Cowboy football?
Of course, we have the man Scorpio. What's up? Hope you're feeling better soon. Dwayne Broussard, the top dog himself. William Burney, much love, and he said we should have kept Gilmore for depth.
Yeah.
I just can't see the Cowboys paying him what the
$10
Vikings
million
offered him.
$7 million base guaranteed and $10 million total. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Captain America, no way. Go Cowboys. Let me see. Oh, MCF After Dark and number 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2. You got to subscribe. You're only part of the After Dark fun.
Tokyo, hello and hi, saying, and Al Harris, we trust.
Yeah, but, players are running thin over there now. We were already running thin, in my opinion, at cornerback.
Skeptical Fan always staying skeptical, saying Carson is the next man up. Yeah, and we have a comment from Jerry Jones in that regard as well. Bobby Bottles, much love. He said, so to start the regular season, we're down both starting defensive backs and our number 1 wide receiver, plus a run game by committee. God damn, where's the panic button?
I mean, panic button, you know when it hit? When Jerry Jones said we're going all in, and this was the all in. So, no panic button. We all knew this was the situation the Cowboys were setting themselves up to be in. And before the season starts, we're here.
And the Q-Man.
Self-made issues.
Yes, but the Q-Man, Justin Quarles, basically saying exactly, unfortunately, what I thought when I first heard the news. It's like we can never have our Pro Bowl cornerbacks together.
Never.
Like, I just wanted...
all 3 of them, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 punch.
So put it all together.
Yeah, we just never have that. Someone's always hurt. Now, as we're getting ready for the Cowboy game, it's about to kick off in a couple of minutes. I do want to say, for this game today, there will be no DeMarvion Overshone, who was working on the resistance course. We saw this. We talked about it last night. Not playing this game. Mozzie Smith trying to get in the last kind of snaps in there. He missed last week at the allergic reaction. Good to go. Not playing this game either. So we talked about Overshone. We talked a lot about Mozzie possibly. The only guy I'm going to say we heard a lot about, Deuce Vaughn. He will be playing today a lot. Now, before we kick this thing off and get it going, let me explain to you what the hell happened with Donon Bland. And this is broke today before the game. Donon Bland, guys, per the Cowboys and per Mike McCarthy, Donon Bland experienced foot discomfort on Wednesday of last week during training camp in Oxnard. They did some imaging, and it revealed a stress fracture in his foot. What does this mean? He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, not games, 6 to 8 weeks because of this stress fracture in the foot. It's going to require surgery. Not good at all as we kick off the game here, but definitely not a good start for the Cowboys when it comes to the cornerback spot as we get ready to enter the season. Taking back the kickoff, by the way, to the 30, but there's a flag, so probably back to the 15 or 10-yard line for the Cowboys. Now, I also want to finish about Donon Bland. This is more important in the game right now, is that he had reported soreness on Wednesday during the final practice of training camp in Oxnard.
He almost made it.
He almost got to the end of the line, and, of course, this is the injury. So it's the injury to his foot. It's his left foot.
Okay.
It's the 5th metatarsal in his foot, which DeMarcus...
That's your pinky toe.
Yeah, your pinky toe. DeMarcus Lawrence had missed 10 games. 10 games. Not 4 to 6, or I'm sorry, 6 to 8. But he missed 10 games back when he had it. And then Des Bryant, as a receiver, missed 6 games with the same injury. James Washington needed similar surgeries, and he didn't really play again. So, again, these are all those injuries I just mentioned were full fractures, not stress fractures, which, not being a doctor, there is a difference between a stress fracture and a full fracture. The 3 guys, Des Bryant, James Washington, and DeMarcus Lawrence, all had, full fractures. Thank goodness Donon Bland only has a stress fracture, keeps him back and gets him back a month earlier. By the way, Trey Lance starting the game, first play, dumps it off to Schoonmaker for a first down.
Nice.
So 1st and 10 on our own 10. Now it's 1st and 10 on our own 20. Good first play, little rollout for Trey Lance. No, so again, that's the injury of Donon Bland. Expect to see Donon Bland put on the injured reserve and designated to return list on Tuesday. This is the cut down day. One of the exemptions the Cowboys are going to have to use as injury is now Donon Bland. We talked about it yesterday, literally, because of new changes right now. You can move 2 guys to IR list without losing them for the season. Here's a snap, and Malik Davis gets about 6 yards on first down. So I'm laughing here. I'm laughing because Raider Cousin just sent through a this is for jokes. He sent a $2 He sent a $2 cash app. Big shout out to him. Although he's not in first place, he's close in the first place. But Raider Cousin, he's getting mistaken on which stream we're on. He said, "Time out the wife for 2 minutes." First down, Cowboys. Tyron Billy Smith with the first down from Trey Lance. A good first opening drive for the Cowboys. But shout out to
Raider. Have a snack. Just kidding.
Shout out to Raider Cousin. You probably won't hear it for like 2 minutes here and there. So there's the timeout. But that goes on in the After Dark fun. Thank you, Raider Cousin. We'll laugh it up. that caught me off guard, I got to admit. I was in the middle of talking about Donon Bland. He throws that out on me. So, Donon Bland, guys, again, going to be put on the IR list, probably with Chuma Edoga. And under the new NFL rule, teams can now place 2 players on this injured reserve designated to return list before the cutdown day. So you don't have to have them on the initial 53-man roster, and that usually can, leads to a couple of lost players we don't want to cut. So at least 2 players, not that I want to see Chuma Edoga and Donon Bland not be ready, but they're not going to be ready for the beginning of the season. They're going to miss 2 months, probably a month and a half, 2 months, both these guys. But at least we don't have to keep them on the roster and then cut 2 guys we may need. So we get to keep 2 new guys, 2 extra guys, probably for about 6 to 8 weeks into the season as we keep Chuma Edoga and Donon Bland probably on IR, but designated to return. They will be coming back. This is a new rule the Cowboys have, and every team has, to be able to keep players on the 53-man roster without having to cut them.
Move there.
Great job of Malik Davis. I mean, this guy, to me, Malik Davis has been I've been talking about him since day one. Since day one, undrafted 2 years ago, I've been talking about Malik Davis is a good running back. I'm afraid if we cut him, because someone's going to pick him up and he's a good running back. I'm saying this guy runs with everything you want to see in a running back. And, I know he was in the doghouse after the Niner game last year or 2 years ago because he didn't get any snaps. It's insane. When we had, Pollard out, no Malik Davis, was Zeke. Slow Zeke 2 years ago, and no Malik Davis. So I would like to see more Malik Davis.
The Cowboys have their favorites, but still.
That's the problem. Here's another pitch out to Davis.
Ooh.
No chance for anything there. Good tackle by Leonard, number 33. So just to finish up the Donon Bland discussion here, guys. He's going to go on IR with Chuma Edoga, and they will be coming back. They'll be one of the 2 spots we can hold to not have to cut anybody there. Any healthy guys cut. But I do want to mention also 8 weeks from now is week 6 of the season. The Cowboys have a bye week, week 7. I'm going to bet all my money he won't play till week 8. Here's Deuce Vaughn with a run and gets about 3 yards. Little man Deuce. Now it's, I think it was 2nd and 11. Now it's about 3rd and 7. So, again, assuming that Donon Bland is out through week 6 and then the bye week 7 for the Cowboys, these are the teams, offenses, and quarterbacks we'll be facing without Donon Bland. The Browns and Deshaun Watson, the Saints and Derek Carr, the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, the Giants and Daniel Jones, the Steelers, who knows? It's going to be either, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. And then the Lions with Jared Goff. We can manage it, but we're really light at cornerback now. Trey Lance looking down the field, slings it right there. Nice pass by Trey Lance, looking good this game to Tyron Billy Smith for the first down. Trey Lance, I will say, opening this drive, looking the best he's ever looked, I think, in a early drive in preseason. Also, one last reminder about this situation. Remember we talked about Stephon Gilmore, and what did I say about Stephon Gilmore? Even with Kalen Carson, even us trading Nashawn Wright for Andrew Booth, I said Stephon Gilmore would give us that fourth corner that we know we can count on. We can count on stepping up and going in there and taking some snaps and not lose a beat. I know we had Jordan Lewis. I know Kalen Carson's a rookie. We had Nashawn Wright, trash. We got Andrew Booth, but none of these guys. Stephon Gilmore would step in immediately. Now we have Kalen Carson, a rookie, who's going to probably see a lot more snaps and counted upon. A lot more. He's good, but I don't think he's ready yet. So, I mean, I hope he is, but that to me is a nervous situation, a bad situation for the Cowboys as we go here second and 3 on the goal line, into the 10-yard line. Flournoy, who I believe is another good rookie here. Great job making the catch and breaking a tackle and getting us inside the 10 here, first and goal. Speaking of first and goal, Donon Bland, enough to fucking talk about Donon Bland because that makes me sick to my stomach before we went live having to talk about this shit. Fucking sucks. We lose one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Now we have Trayvon Diggs probably won't be ready week 1. We're in trouble. But we knew this when the offseason went and Jerry Jones said, we're all in, and then not really. We're all in with our own guys.
Right.
So let's put this on as we're first and goal for the Cowboys. A fumble for Trey Lance. We put this camera on, literally put it on. Trey Lance fumbles the snap. And I don't think it was a bad snap. It's just Trey Lance bobbling the ball.
And it sucks because he was actually playing pretty well there.
Yeah, it hit him right in the hands. It wasn't even a snap. He just put it into Malik Davis's hands and pulled it out. And I guess it got knocked out of there.
Fell right on it.
Yeah, but we lost some yardage there.
Let's go ahead and talk about the jersey representation. I figured, the final game of the preseason deserved a little CeeDee Lamb representation.
Where's CeeDee Lamb?
Jerry didn't feel like he had to invite him. I figured I would.
Since he missed Oxnard. Also, I'm going with Marshawn Nealon, baby. Throwing the ball to almost.
Damn.
Schoonmaker couldn't hold on.
Still a good pass, though.
I think it was a good pass. I think it was better.
Trey Lance.
The good pass Trey. I think it was a better defensive play unless Schoonmaker dropped it, which would be horrible. Because Schoonmaker dropping anything right now would mean, the bust continues. That was good defense. 24 at his hand there, but Trey Lance took a shot, put the ball where only he can catch it or it gets knocked away. So good, I'm not going to sit here and shit on Trey Lance. He's having a good game other than that one snap.
All right, so 3rd and goal now.
Well, that one mishandle, I should say. 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line, shotgun. Trey Lance looking right, looking left, looking middle. Dumps it down. It's just what they wanted us to do for the, for the 4th and goal on the 5.
I feel like we should go for it.
4th and goal on the 5 with Schoonmaker making that catch.
Why not?
I mean, at this point,
we'll probably kick the field goal just because.
There's no need to kick a field goal at this range because of the fact that we know Aubrey's going to make these close ones. If it's a 65-yarder, let him kick it. But yeah, I mean.
4th and goal, I'd rather get that.
They're probably going for it. No, they're going to they're going to go to Aubrey.
There you go. So there you go. Yeah. So Jet Li said it. It's good. 3-0. No surprise there.
Yeah, it'd be better if we didn't get those updates like that, though. Thank you, though, for the update. We don't need the update before I'm not going to look at the chat if we're going to get updates without knowing, you know what I mean? So it is good officially on our side. Officially good with 8:06 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Cowboys. And let me put the scoreboard up there. Here we go. And let me also put the right quarter up because it is the first.
Go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit up a few comments here in the chat.
Let's hit them up.
So first of all, William Bernie said, I think CD will be signed the Friday before the Cleveland game.
Yeah, and that would be even that is too late. He needs at least a good week to kind of acclimate. If he does get signed a week before the game, if he gets signed a week before the Cleveland game, I'm telling you right now, guys, CeeDee Lamb ain't playing that first week. I'm just going to let you know. There's nobody going to risk him getting injured in that first week after not acclimating with the team for 5 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that that 3 days is going to be enough for CeeDee Lamb to just go in there and play a full game. It's not going to happen. So, if we waste that long, forget about it. CeeDee ain't playing at least week 1, in my opinion.
So, Scorpio said, what a great drive just to fuck it up in the end.
Is it a surprise, though? I mean, number one, again, guys, it is preseason. They're trying different things. It was a good kind of, I would say McCarthy called it a good first drive.
McCarthy's not calling.
Who's calling? Dak?
No, quarterback coach Scott Tolzien is calling plays for the first time in his career. McCarthy said no one can out-prepare Scott Tolzien because he's ready to go.
Well, that's good. I know Scott Tolzien's been with the team for a couple of years, and now he's moving to the quarterback coach position. But, good drive. He knows it's Trey Lance. He knows that Trey Lance can do and not do, and kind of crafted that drive for Trey Lance. So, good first drive there. Good play calls by Tolzien. But again, we're not going to be seeing Trey Lance as a starter. He's going to be our third-string quarterback. And we talked about this yesterday. Jerry Jones said he still wants to see more from Trey Lance. We've seen some good plays here. But he also said he will be on the 53-man roster, Trey Lance. So.
Which, again, to me, no real surprise. But McCarthy did let us know before the game started that Trey Lance was going to play the entire game. So we're not even playing the, Cooper Rush plays.
We know Cooper Rush is a backup.
Exactly. So,
he's good enough to be the backup.
Now, Jerry's comments as far as Donon Bland's foot injury, he said, quote, the good news is he'll be here for the vital games at the end. He'll be out about 4 to 5 weeks to start the season. We're in great shape at corner because of our young guys coming in. That's one of the strengths of our whole team. Our secondary is outstanding.
Well, that's great, Jerry, but we're going to be missing him for these first 6 games and the bye week. And then he's back for the Niner game. For his first game on that field against a tough a Niner team. So who knows what happens with injuries between these 6-7 weeks. But guys, I don't care if he's back for the important games. Every game's important. Jerry Jones is just feeding us some more of his bullshit.
I agree. I feel like the soonest he'd be back is for that Lions game. Personally.
The soonest. But I think Cowboys will wait it out probably to get to the bye week and then the Niner game. Yeah,
so the only good thing here, right? He did make a little comment on Kalen Carson saying, quote, he earned that pick and then some even before the injury to Bland. We're glad we've got him.
100% agree.
So are we.
Listen, that move, the reason we got Kalen Carson is a replacement, a fantastic replacement for Deshaun Wright. But the fact that we're going to play up this 4th round rookie is going to save the day, that's Jerry Jones blowing smoke up our asses. We don't fall for it here. Kalen Carson is very good. Great start for a rookie, but he's not great. He's not he's not Donon Bland. Yeah. He's not Trayvon Diggs. He's not Jordan Lewis yet. Maybe he'll be better one day, but right now he's not, and he's going to have to play a lot of time, 6 games here to kick off his rookie. And I love his play, but to throw him in there, it will be a tough learning experience for him, unfortunately, and for us to watch. Now, here we go. A nice reverse there. Fehoko trying to give some... oh, man, he's gone. What is going on here?
Oh, wow.
He's gone. Touchdown Chargers on one play. They did a reverse. We didn't seal the corner. What his fucking name is? Fehoko couldn't solidify the outside, the right side, and touchdown. 70-yard touchdown run. 70-yard touchdown run. Indian Boogie. He's boogieing back in the Navy Blue crew. Appreciate you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Indian Boogie. Appreciate you.
I should have really put up some more of the emojis. I know I didn't do that this time around. I do apologize. Regular season, though, we'll be running it there. Big shout out to you,
Thank you so much, Indian Boogie, again there. Repping his 19 months in the membership now.
Navy Blue crew.
Let me see. Wiseman27, what's up? Stephanie Willis, much love to you. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well.
Stephanie in the house. Hell yeah.
By the way, Wiseman27 said, Gilmore, rip up your contract. Cowboys, go sign him.
So here's the deal.
It might be a little too late for that
7-3 Chargers. That was a horrible defensive play. I mean, we had one defensive play. Fehoko, number 93, could not seal the outside, and then, it's just the guy used his speed to get over the end zone. But
yeah, I have a feeling that particular piece of tape is not going to go down well.
Not at all. Not with this. It should not. That was an embarrassment on defense. Horrible. Now, again, their defense will be a little tired. They're going right back on that field. Our offense should be ready to fucking go with Trey Lance. This is all about, listen, it's just ugly to see. I don't like seeing anything bad against the Cowboys. This is preseason. These are our backups. These are their backups. And, we're just trying to, my hope is to try to see as much individually from players. And let me get Jerry Jones' fucking face. I don't like, he's like sitting with us.
I know.
He don't deserve this seat here at the MCF household. Fuck you, Jerry. So when it comes to, let me get his ass off. When it comes to like individual stuff on that play, the biggest individual issue is Fehoko, 93. And he, again, I tell you guys like number 72, Carl Lawson, who just signed. If he's playing in this game, I'm going to watch it because I believe he's the guy that's going to kick off Fehoko off this team. I think Fehoko is a draft pick. I know that the Cowboys love draft picks, but Carl Lawson, if he's healthy, is much better than Fehoko. And I tell you right now, Carl Lawson would fucking set the edge. He wouldn't let that guy get around him or at least slow him down. Fehoko took the bad angle, got outside of him, and the speed took the rest. Now, there's other guys that missed opportunities. Another guy was getting blocked down the sideline. I don't know if he was fucking taking a shit in the sideline while he was waiting. But he ran back off from the sideline angle, and it took a bad angle on him as well. So, it was just a horrible play by the entire defense. But Fehoko was the beginning issue there, and then the rest of them kind of fell like dominoes for the Cowboys. This is not a good start for the defense. One play, one touchdown for the Chargers. The Cowboys drive the field. Trey Lance fumbles a snap, and he, did the best he could with defense that was going to prevent us getting in the end zone. We get the 3 points. So pass it over to the chat. I'm curious to what their wonderful thoughts are on this wonderful start.
So Wiseman27 said, I want a pick 6 as repayment for that.
It'd be nice. Who would be the guy stepping up? Kalen Carson, remember, he had his wisdom tooth extracted last week against the Raiders. No. He didn't get to play. We get to see 41. I want to see number 41 in this game. I would love to see a pick 6. But you know what? We saw one play on defense, and he played like shit, and now we get to see our offense again. So we don't even get to see our defense. 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Oh, my goodness. And that's the first touchdown scored by the Chargers' entire preseason. First touchdown. All it took is one play.
No, very
It's
unfortunate.
annoying. It's annoying as a motherfucker. But it is the Cowboys. What are you going to do? What can we do? What do we have left? We know it's going to be a bad year, guys. And I mean bad like there's going to be teams a lot worse than us out there. I know that. But, man, it's going to be it's a very – from last year to just maybe a couple little tweaks, we could have gone at least a chance of going farther. We're there now. We took 8 steps back, and we're hoping just to sneak in the playoffs. For what? For what? To get knocked the fuck out again? You know. That's what we're heading for. Look, they're talking about Fehoko. He went in. Look at what did I just say?
I know.
He just ate that shit. Now, 52 was blocked. Buddy Johnson. 33 is Julius Wood, undrafted. He overtook the angle there. Who's on the sideline? Andrew Booth. I'm giving you the fucking props, and you're on the sideline picking your asshole. So, number 31, fucking up. I'm just saying, a lot of fuck-ups on that play. 31, 25. Everyone fucked up. But Fehoko was the key fuck-up there. And they just reviewed it and said it and said, hey, MCF, you're right. Drop down, tipped away to Deuce Vaughn. I mean, just not a good decision by Trey Lance. It kind of just the thing about Trey Lance, guys, he telegraphs shit. I know some of you guys want to suck his balls, but Trey Lance telegraphs shit worse than any fucking backup quarterback I've seen in the entire preseason. Yeah. And I want to see him do good, but he's like sitting there looking. He'll look for a second and throw back to the guy. Like, everyone's already on him. What the fuck are you doing? So that's the kind of shit Trey Lance, he's a third string. He's not a backup. He's not ever going to replace Dak. And if he does, we're in trouble. So Trey Lance under center, snapping the ball to Deuce Vaughn on 2nd and 10. We get about 4 to 5 yards with the push. You know, I will say, Deuce Vaughn I said a lot of Deuce Vaughn today. And you see him from the beginning, getting a lot of carries. Malik Davis as well. I think that's going to be a good battle. Royce Freeman, number 27. I think Malik Davis, number 34. I mean, I always like the guy to make the team. He just never seems to make it. He goes to the practice squad somehow. No one picks him up. So then we got Deuce Vaughn, who's really kind of in a situation where I think a team will take him. Maybe do something, try to figure something out with him. We'll use him as slot sometimes, a slot receiver. I don't like that idea because he's easily covered. But now he's back. He went from slot to basically helping block in the backfield. 3rd down, incomplete. I thought it was a penalty on 33. There is a penalty.
Oh, there you go.
There was a defensive hold there, defense interference. They held Tyron Billy Johnson, who, by the way, they're working number 13 on the Cowboys a lot in this game. I mean, we've had at least 3 or 4, I think at least 3 looks to number 13, and he's made 2 out of 3 catches. Pass interference on the Chargers, we get a first down, keep the drive moving. A little more offense we get to see. But the guys that are showing out right now on offense, Trey Lance, Deuce Vaughn getting a lot of carries, and number 13, Tyron Billy Johnson, who is, last year practice squad, this year having a great camp, having some great games in preseason. I think he's above Jalen Cropper, but behind Jalen Brooks. So this is where I see him. He's fighting. I think Flournoy is also. I think him and Flournoy are fighting it out right now. Here's Deuce Vaughn running, nice little squirts out, gets about 5 yards.
Almost 6 yards.
5.5 yards or so. And again, that's the hard part about finding where Deuce Vaughn is. You can't really see him. Like, he's there and he kind of disappears. And I can see that's what happened there. They all looked really quickly at Trey Lance. By then, Deuce Vaughn was right by them.
And I agree fully, Lord Nova. Again, the CeeDee Lamb deal should have been done a long time ago so that we can just solidify our offense and stop all these games.
Agree. 100% agree. And it's, unfortunate that the Cowboys
Second and 5
have to play with guessing at the receiver spot. Dumps it down. Another dump down, this time to Princeton Fant.
But we get the first.
First down by Princeton Fant, number 48. I know we're going to watch for Brevin Spanford, who's number 47. Number 49 is Alec Holler from UCF, undrafted as well. But this Princeton Fant was undrafted last year. He's Noah Fant's cousin, I think. And he's here. Look, he earned a spot on the practice squad last year. He's definitely going to earn one this year, the way he's kind of been playing, and pretty solid the whole time.
Yeah, Wiseman27 said, that could have put air under the Chargers' wings had that penalty not been
Yeah, I mean, again,
if
we're looking at it for the game, who wins or loses, I want to see our guys get more opportunities. Great stop by the Chargers, number 50.
Davis tries to take the outside, but instead I think we lose a yard or two.
Malik Davis tried to get to that. There's a
there's
flag.
a flag, though.
Might be a hold. But they had our place sucked out that time from the beginning.
I think it might be on us.
Holding on us.
79.
Isn't that Waletzko? Matt Waletzko, who got that right shoulder issue the last 2 years. Got to see something. We got Josh Ball, 75 in there, playing guard. But yeah, well, let's go. Literally just hell, and then we're like, well, I didn't do anything. As the flag's flying in air. Well, let's go, man. Well, let's go is gonna be gone. He's gonna. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. If he keeps playing like this, I'm just saying. I was a fan of this guy. I'm hoping, injuries kind of slowed him down, but man, I'm really hoping he could kind of find a way in there. He's had a bad preseason. I'm gonna be honest. Trey Lance looking right, throws right into triple coverage and incomplete, almost picked.
Way too high.
Trey Lance, I'd say he's having a nice game, then he fucks up like that. Hence why he's the third stringer. There's a guy who was drafted third overall in the draft by the Niners. We gave up a 4th round pick for him, paying him a minimum like what? What's a little $5 million this year as a third stringer now? Right? He's getting paid more than Cooper Rush. And next year he's going to get 20 if we paid him, his contract, 5th year.
We paid him more to do less.
Well, he's doing more in training camp. That's about it. Trey Lance looks, throws. Great move by 18. I'll tell you, Ryan Flournoy. This guy's showing me something. He's showing you instinctiveness. He has great, catch radius. The guy can catch it and put a circle around him. He can catch anywhere his arms are, the ball hits. The guy's done a great job catching some tough passes from Trey Lance last week. He had the feel of where the defensive player was on his left side leverage. So he kind of stepped left and then turned right, spun inside right. We had a great move, which gave us 8 yards out of the fucking 20 that we needed to get, 2nd and 20, we got 8.
Hey, 3rd and 12 now.
Makes it at least something. Chance. Yeah. So great job by Flournoy. Now Trey Lance, we need some blocking. They're blitzing. He's got to throw it. He does. There's a bad throw. So the defensive guy went over Billy Johnson's head, kind of went through him a little bit, but the ball was uncatchable because Trey Lance threw such a bad fucking pass. So 4th and 12, it's time to punt. It's anger time.
I mean,
we're going to have a lot of anger time this year, I think. A lot of angry time.
I'm not angry. He's not our starter.
Who isn't?
Trey Lance.
Well, I know. I'm saying, like, I guess the offense will be obviously a lot better overall with players, although we don't have CeeDee Lamb, although,
a
couple of rookies on the
offensive line. A little bit more,
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's
4th and 12. It's a punt here. Anger punts it. Pro Bowler Anger. Good punt here. Fair catch. Did not hit him. Fair caught it right out of bounds. What a great punt to the 10, 11-yard line. So that's one of our best players on the team. Is special teams. Brandon Aubrey at kicking and Brian Anger at punting and Trent Zieg as a long snapper. That's the strength of our team, baby.
So Lord Nova said, who's going to take Bland's spot for now then?
So right now it sounds like it's going to be, okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and refill my water while you answer that.
So right now, guys, it's really tough to tell because honestly, Kalen Carson was going to be taken over for any kind of missed time from Trayvon Diggs. Now, will Trayvon Diggs be out there starting game 1? At this point, the way he's been looking in practice, it's very possible. He's been out there in practice. He's been, playing the team drills. He already did the individual drills. He's doing team drills now. He's doing tackling, some hitting. So I do see him possibly back and ready for week 1. If he's back, obviously he's Trayvon Diggs on one side. There's supposed to be Donon Bland on the other side and Jordan Lewis in the slot. Jordan Lewis stays in the slot and Trayvon Diggs stays on the outside. That other side is a question. That is where number 41, Kalen Carson, will play. I do believe Kalen Carson will be the starter in this scenario. Now, the other issue is, which is even fucking shittier, if Trayvon Diggs is not ready to play Now we have neither outside cornerback, only Jordan Lewis in the slot. We're fucked. We're cooked. We're done. That means we got Kalen Carson on one side. Kalen Carson on one side with Trayvon Diggs on the other. We can maybe survive. But Kalen Carson on one side and then Joe Blow from Idaho on the other side. We're fucked side. And that's the thing. Yeah, we're good in the slot, but we have an issue on the outside. Kalen Carson, a rookie, will be the starter with Trayvon Diggs. And Trayvon Diggs ain't playing, which is a possibility against the Browns in week 1. I'm going to throw out a couple names out there. I know we got Eric Scott Jr. last year in the 6th round, but he ain't looking great. I know we got a pick. And then we got a couple other guys that look okay against 4th stringers. The guy that I think showed out the most, was picked on the most, and did a good job with tackling and coverage was number 25, not Nashawn Wright. He's trash, and I'm glad he's gone. We've upgraded that 5th cornerback spot from Nashawn Wright, which basically was 4th, dropped to 5th because of Kalen Carson. And I think Andrew Booth Jr., formerly of the Vikings, we made a trade for him, got rid of Nashawn Wright to the Vikings, and got Andrew Booth Jr. from the Vikings. He's number 25, takes over Nashawn Wright's number. Just keep an eye on him. He'll get picked on. Last week got picked on by the Raiders, and he had one bad play. And the rest of the plays were fan-fucking-tastic. We also got Keeman Hall, who had the pick six against the Raiders and also got picked on a lot. Also made a lot of great play. I think he had one bad play, but he had a pick six. Right, Ash? He had a pick six, and he, tackled and covered. So I think those are our two options there as our fifth cornerback. Here we go. They're rolling out, throwing down the field. Oh, it was dropped by number 14, Marquise Bell. It hit him in the goddamn ball sack. Oh, my goodness. He had a chance to catch that pick right there.
Were you expecting his ball sack to catch it?
No, but it went through his hands and him in the balls. Come on. Marquise Bell had that one right there. Look at this.
Oh
my
man.
God.
He
It
did
hits
throw
him.
it right at
Hits him right in the fucking wrist when he went. I mean, that's a pick. I mean, listen, in the regular game, I'd be more pissed. This is some bullshit. I'm actually happy in a way. We get more defense out there. There have been two defensive plays, a touchdown and a pick. I just want to see more defense. So let's see. I like Boris Leo Foul, number 35. Keep an eye on him.
Ooh, great stop there.
Number 91, Sweat, I think, or Wheat, Tyrus Wheat. I want to say something else. Even on that play, and I'm watching number 35 a lot. Marist Luafau, a rookie, third-round pick after Cooper Beebe at center. We got Luafau, number 35. You can tell who he is. He got his, again, so does Kendricks, have hair coming out the back. Kendricks ain't playing this game. When the 35, Luafau is playing, he's got his hair coming out like Palomalu. Watch the way he plays. He reminds you of a Palomalu, but instead of safety, he's at linebacker. Keep an eye on number 35 when he's in the game. Here we go. Now we got a four-man front. Kind of sneak. Is that Luafau sneaking up a little bit? Looks like it. No, it's almost a sack. Gets out of it. Dumps it down. What? Knocks it. Is that knocked away?
As well.
Andrew Booth Jr. Did I just mention him?
Maybe. I messed with you. Yes, you did.
Andrew Booth Jr., number 25, is a guy that I keep telling you guys why he's been playing great. He gets picked on. He got picked on here again. Great job by him. Even if he didn't knock the ball away, he had his hand in the field of vision where the ball was going to be at. So, should have been caught. But a good play by Booth to be there. Now they got a punt on fourth down. So, again, not that Booth is the great guy. Guys, he's the fifth stringer right now for us if he's going to win that spot. But that'll be the other starter. We're in trouble. Like I said, he's good. He ain't nothing compared. Oh, no. What a hit there.
Damn.
No fair catch. I don't know who that was. Tyron Billy Johnson. No fair catch. Said, you know what, let me try to return this, and took a hit that could have cost him
a lot more.
It would have cost a fumble, but it would have cost him his job. It would have cost them any chance to, whoever that return guy was. I think it was number 13. Should have fair caught that. It is.
Yeah,
Tyron Billy Johnson. He's a fumble could knock you back there where Jalen Crowder is at. You know what I'm saying? Where he went down to, not Crowder. Oh shit! I forgot
Billy
his name.
Johnson?
No, the other guy, Jalen Crowder.
Oh, yeah.
Where he kind of dropped off because he had a fumble on a return last week. You don't want to see that happen. At least Tyron Billy Johnson held on to the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then not fumble, even if he should have fair catch that shit.
Talk to Sully. What's up? Much love. Everyone's
house.
screaming. Nice play, Booth. Booth with a good play.
Yeah.
Wiseman said great job, Booth, with the breakup. House Nelson, hello and hi. He said Mukuamu season.
I would like to see him play in the number 24, but the Cowboys, he's playing corner, like a slot and safety kind of duo. We'll see. I haven't seen him out there yet. I'm surprised, and I know he was hurt. And they had him, in there last week, but he was hurt the weeks before that. Maybe they're just taking it easy with him. I don't know. I have not seen number 24 on that field yet.
William Burney also throwing out there, is it too late to trade for a cornerback before week one? I think even if it's not too late, technically. The Cowboys are not going to be trading for anybody.
There's no need to trade. No need to trade. Listen to me well, guys.
Okay.
We talked about it yesterday. Who's a guy that's about to be he's suspended for one game? A chance maybe worth taking. J.C. Jackson. He's a free agent.
Good point.
You got other guys out there. Don't you have what's his name? The guy from the Dolphins. What's his name? Not the cornerback on the Dolphins. He's still a free agent. He's a top name out there. And again, please, someone will say in the chat.
Yeah,
but
I'll keep an eye out for his name.
Oh man, it's on the other side of Jalen. I can't believe it.
Xavier Howard?
Yes, Xavier
Thank
Howard.
You, Tokyo.
Xavier Howard's still a freaking.
Skeptical, I got you. I'll have to take.
Xavier Howard is still Xavier Howard is still a free agent. So is C.J. Jackson. I'm just saying, there's a couple. You could throw in guys in there that would be better than Andrew Booth Jr. And no offense to Andrew Booth, it's just solidify our depth. He'll be our sixth corner, but we need that guy there, and we know that Stephon Gilmore just got $7 million guaranteed, $10 million. With incentives if he can reach them. My point is, and you said this multiple times, no matter how much we want we were never going to sign Gilmore, especially for that money. Forget about it. So even if with this injury, I don't think we would have spent the $7 million, $10 million for Gilmore.
But I do think it behooves the Cowboys to consider adding maybe a little bit more depth at corner, only because now, like you said it, not only do we have Trayvon Diggs only fresh off that injury coming back, still not even sure if he's necessarily going to start week 1.
Right, and we
and
need some more
Donon Bland
depth.
for sure not starting weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 at this point.
Trey Lance just took a big fucking sack.
Oh.
Got a corner blitz, went through, well, let's go, who was getting his guy, but the blitz was supposed to be picked up by Malik Davis, and he got blown up there, so... Yeah, Jefferson, number 37 with the blitz on the from the left side. Watch this here. I'm sorry, Austin Richards was over there. It was not. Oh,
yeah,
Malik Davis could not take the.
Let's just be glad he recovered the ball.
And then Waletzko missed on the right side his block. I mean, just Waletzko's having a bad game, but man, this whole that was not good. Now we're at 2nd and 18. Now we decide to run the ball with Trey Lance to the left on a bootleg. We get 4 yards, so it's 3rd and 14. I mean, this is like every drive seems to be getting worse and worse. The first drive, we ran on the field.
We used up all the good on that first drive.
And we fumbled. After that fumble, it was just like, all right, let's just kick the field goal and just leave here with 3 points. Now,
Skeptical fans said shit play calls. Remember, guys, it's not
Don't
McCarthy.
let them know.
Yeah, it's not McCarthy, and it's not Dak, because that was kind of the initial thought there that he would be calling plays. It's Scott Tolzien who's calling plays. Scott Tolzien,
that's our quarterback coach, in case you guys are wondering. By the way, big shout-outs to Raider Cousin and NDN Boogie, the 2 drops so far today for the channel. And there's Hendershot, who has to do a lot to make this team. Hendershot needs a shot, but he already had his shots. Listen, as a rookie undrafted, he dropped a bunch of passes, a couple led to interceptions. Last year, he did nothing. This year, he's been injured and not doing anything. Hendershot's hanging by a thread. He will probably make the practice squad. He will not make the 53 this year. We're going to have number 81 probably passing him up.
By the way, Talk to Sully said, at this stage of the season, just wait to see all the players who get cut.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Right now on Tuesday, it's going to be a cut-down day. There's going to be a lot of guys out there. A lot of guys to pick from, plus J.C. Jackson and, Xavier Howard and others that are still out there. But what a punt by Anger to the 8-yard line. Got to make a tackle there. Great job. Who is that? 31. Great job by number 31. Is that DeBarry or something like this? I know. Yeah, no, it's Josh Butler, who actually made our practice squad last year. And plays like that is why you might stay on. The team after cuts and be brought back on the practice squad. But yeah, the cut day is going to be big for a lot of corners that will be floating around that are possibilities. But my thing is still the same. If we have cut down day and we're down to picking the leftovers from other teams, is that also the best situation for the Cowboys? Or we feel comfortable and confident learning a new system and scheme? I'd rather bring in, I'd rather do both. I'd rather bring in a guy that from a cut list, and also bring in one of these other free agents that are desperate to get a 1-year deal. This is what Stephen Jones did. They love the 1-year deal guys. Quick throw here, and they got an 8-yard, 7-yard gain on first down in between Wood, what's his name? Julius Wood, which is undrafted, number 33, and a couple other guys there. So, minute 20, we got like 2 plays, 3 plays before we get to the second quarter. Score is irrelevant in my mind, although we'll put it there for you. 7-3 Chargers. They scored on 1 on the first offensive play for them. We took the ball down the field on the first drive of the game. We got the ball first, and then after a fumble and a couple bad passes and bad decisions by the team, we kicked the field goal. Here we go. Quick little trickery here. This time we get the outside. Do we get it? Good job at 57. 57 did a great job there. Let me check 57.
That's a 3rd and 1 at least.
That's Buddy Johnson there. Listen, they might make the first down, but I like to see this is more about individual performances today. All these
more
preseason
than the other preseason games.
Yeah, well, no, all preseason games are merely about individual play. In my mind, of course, the team has to play well so individuals can do well.
Yeah.
But like 57 did a great individual play right there, and Buddy Johnson. Those are the kind of plays that can keep you on the practice squad.
Good point.
You know what I mean? So. Great play there. And I think I heard a timeout, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was an official timeout. Either way, I thought I heard timeout. 3rd and 1 for the Chargers with 36 seconds in the first quarter. They will have to get one more play off before we go to the 4th at the very least. So there is a challenge, some kind of timeout. I see Harbaugh's running out in the middle of the field, so I don't know what's going on. Hit up the chat for a couple quick comments, though.
So, let me see. Talk to Sully said, question to Mister. Do you pay Dak $55 million a season?
Good question. Cowboys have enough to absorb it. If you want to win now, I'd say yes. If the Cowboys want to kind of rebuild, then I could see them moving on. But would I pay him $55 million? Was he worth $55 million? It depends on their team situation. And that is we have no backup to take his spot. We have to go free agency or draft. And remember, we're still paying Dak next year. We're going to pay him like $40 million.
Yeah.
So you could pay next year. You could pay Dak next year $30 million and actually have him on the team. So I'm looking at the fact that the Cowboys sunk their anchor onto Dak in this scenario.
I know, but
and
at
they
some
have to
point
kind of stick it out.
At some point, they have to break free.
They have to plan better then.
Okay.
They can't have Cooper Rush and then roll the dice on Trey Lance, who looks like shit after 2 years at the Cowboys. So that's not a good plan. They put themselves back in a situation where they're forcing their own hand. This is the Joneses. This is the front office causing this. They're causing this. So, I mean, I say you got to sign Dak. You got no choice.
Okay, so they're virtually measuring the first down.
It's a virtual measure.
But it's taking a really
now
long
remember,
time.
guys, and I don't know why it's taking so long. It looked
I thought
very
this was supposed
short.
to be faster.
It is, but it looked very short. It looks like they called them down short. But the thing is, if you haven't noticed that the virtual stuff, I don't know if that's going to be for a regular season. They have a sensor in the ball and a sensor where the first down's supposed to be on the field. So I believe, though, if I'm not wrong, I think this is just a preseason trial thing when it comes to the virtual measurements. It worked good the last 2 times we've seen it.
Not working good
This
now.
one here, they showing John Harbaugh just having like a fit in the sideline over a fucking millimeter of a yard. Jesus Christ. Do we really get to give a shit about this? It's preseason, motherfucker. They're saying it's short.
Oh my God, wow.
They say it's short. The same fucking way it was before. They lose.
Stevie Wonder could have told
They
me
should
that.
lose a timeout for that shit, right? Or did he win the timeout because they moved it closer? You see, now instead of 3rd and 1, they call it 3rd and inches. So he won the fucking challenge.
I guess so.
They moved it forward. They're piling up guys here. They got a defensive lineman as a fullback to the left side. They do run left. And there's a nice stop. Listen, the best you could. They got it first. Who's that there? The Marquise Bell doing a great job off the line of scrimmage. This is a safety who last year played linebacker. This play played defensive edge and got in there with the speed. So good job by Marquise Bell. He's a bigger safety that can hit you hard. So
by the way, both Fajokos are related, right?
yeah, Simi Fehoko?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like cousins or there's some relation there between both of the Fehokos, but. I think they're both going to be related on not on the Cowboys is what's going to happen because I don't see how Fajoko's going to make this team. Now we got first quarter is now officially in the books. We got 3 quarters of preseason football to go before we can now set our sights against the Browns in week 1. You know what I mean? So as I update the quarter, why don't you update me on the chat?
Scorpio said we went from a visual measurement to an audible measurement.
We're going back in time. We use the little index card, I think.
I feel like that seemed more effective than whatever they just tried to do.
Feels like it. That took too much time.
Talk to Sully said, Harbaugh looks like he has either a bad back or a hip problem.
Yeah, he kind of... Yeah, I've noticed that, too. He kind of waddles a little bit, right? Or kind of has like a grimace every time he turns.
No offense, he just looks old. Like, older than what he looks.
Yeah.
You know, because he doesn't look old enough to move like that. Does that make
Play
sense?
football. You know, that can wreck you.
Football is the heart on the body.
I'm a quarterback, you know.
So, William Bernie says, so is Trey Lance going to even dress week 1?
No. So what'll happen is he'll be the 3rd string. He may dress, but he'll have to be the 3rd string quarterback, which is a new rule this year. Instead of being inactive, which last year Trey Lance was inactive every week, right? As the 3rd quarterback, he was not dressed. This year, new rule allows, because of what happened with the Niners 2 years ago. Actually, I think last year was a new rule, but. Actually, no, this year's a new rule where because of what happened to the Niners 2 years ago against the Eagles, where Christian McCaffrey was almost going to be playing quarterback because their 3rd quarterback did not dress in that playoff game against the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl with the Eagles, unfortunately, went there, but thankfully lost. That game with the Niners, they lost Brock Purdy. They lost, I forgot who was was it Trey Lance? I don't know. They lost the backup. And then they had to have Christian McCaffrey come in there, I think, and like take a snap or two because their 3rd stringer was not active. So to counteract that issue, what the new rule now is, and I think it was last year, but definitely this year, is that you're allowed. And I don't think it was last year because it would have been Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Last year, let's say Trey Lance was the 3rd quarterback on the active 53, but you have like 5 or 6 inactives, and he was always every week he was inactive. We had Cooper Rush the backup, Dak the starter, Trey Lance was inactive. This year, your 3rd quarterback, even though he would be inactive, is still allowed to dress. He's not inactive. But he is only allowed to play if your starter and your backup both get hurt. They have to get hurt or get thrown out of the game. Like if Dak breaks his leg, knock on wood, hopefully that does not happen. And Cooper Rush is doing so bad. or he gets hurt. He does bad. He don't come out. It doesn't matter. You got to play him out. But he gets hurt. You got to take him out. But I guess you can tell him. You can, if you're McCarthy, you can say, "Hey, throw your helmet." My goodness, the Chargers just scored another touchdown from 70 yards.
I mean,
embarrassing. Sorry about that.
it's okay.
Should be focusing on this shit more.
I know it's only preseason, but
I mean, the only big plays that we missed are the ones we're talking through them. Not that it matters, but man, that's embarrassing right there. Another disaster.
Marquise Bell.
Well, someone got. I don't think it was Marquise Bell that got burned, was it? No, it was Andrew Booth. We talking all this good shit, and then look at this. The guy. Oh man, it was a great pass and everything. To me, it was more I think it was a blitz that we had put out. I want to see the front side of that play to see what was going on when we had a chance to get the quarterback, and we brought a blitz. That was ugly as fuck. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, Andrew Booth, again, that's our fifth stringer right now. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's a starter. I'm saying he's good as a fifth stringer, for right now compared to what we have. But Jesus Christ, he should not be out there starting. And I say the same thing about Kalen Carson. Kalen Carson, number 41, is not playing this game, obviously. There was no time there. 92 had a little bit of that pressure, but they pushed him out to play. And Andrew Booth just, that could cost him. But at this point, we have nobody. Who else are we going to put over there? That could be our starter. Number 25 could be our starter. Kalen Carson, the rookie, number 25, a castaway. With Jordan Lewis as our slot. If there's no Trayvon Diggs, and we know there's not going to be any Donon Bland. So we're in trouble. Big trouble.
Let me go ahead and hit up the chat real quick. Talk to Sully said toast. Where's the strawberry jam? I
mean, again, we got Andrew Booth. He's literally our fifth or sixth corner, but that's not going to help. And again, you have Eric Scott Jr. He's probably 5 yards back farther. You know what I mean? Anybody else is probably 5 yards back farther. At least Andrew Booth was in distance there.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. But he's our fifth guy. He may have to be our third guy.
Justin Quarles, the Q-Man, said, damn. Scorpio said John Wilkes Booth. Talk to Sully also said, House Nelson, Harbaugh sold fool's gold to Jerry, and he bought it when it came to Mozzie.
Deuce Vaughn. Man. Went from that was another flag. I just want to say something here real quick about Mozzie. We'll talk about that in a minute, but Deuce Vaughn did a good job on the return. One of the few returns I've seen him do right now as a kickoff. But it was interesting to see that ball hit, right? The ball hit. As soon as the ball hit, I don't think the Cowboys were ready. The Chargers started running. So it's not when they catch the ball. It's when that ball hits the ground in legal territory.
Okay.
So anywhere behind the 20 to the 10 and to the goal line, it's got to be caught. Once that ball hits, they start running. And the Cowboys were kind of confused about, do we run it? Do we have to run it out, or what do we do? And do we block? And you see all the Chargers running. So Deuce got through the whole group of guys.
Unprepared when it comes to special teams.
With our guy who based this whole thing on this rule change. Damn it. Blocking the back. We're on our own 9-yard line.
Why not?
Why not make it tougher? Trey Lance under center. Mozzie Smith, I hear you about that. Just I think there was a lot of misusage on Mozzie Smith last year. Late flag there. More? I think that Dan Quinn or whoever made him lose 30 pounds was a fucking idiot. And I think that hurt him. I think no matter what, we know he's better this year. The good thing is, the bad thing is we didn't get to see a lot of Mozzie. A hold from the defense. Thank goodness. A first down for the Cowboys. Not that I just want to see the Cowboys get out of the back of the end zone and try to put together a drive. I want to see the defense come on, get a stop or two. You know what I mean? Stop fucking around.
Ronan the Voice said, "These guys need reps. Just enjoy the ride."
Exactly. This is not a life or death. Like, oh my God, we're gonna lose with this or that.
Make sure these guys stay healthy.
We don't want injuries. Which again, obviously, Donon Bland. That was in practice. We got a fucking injury in a walkthrough. There should be a penalty there. No call, forcing Trey Lance to run out the pocket, gets hit, got about a 5 or 6 yard gain. But the fucking Chargers tripped up the tight end, which are our number one option. That was that play. Look at him getting tripped up right there. It might have been incidental, but Jesus Christ. Number 47, Brevin Spanford, a guy who I had to look at, keep an eye on him. He's a good blocker. He's a guy who's supposed to be picked in the 4th, 5th round. He was undrafted. He's 6'6", like 280, 270, but a tight end that can catch, athletic enough to catch at that size. Not a good preseason for him. Not a good training camp for him. 2nd and 4 turns into 3rd and 1. Deuce Vaughn runs for 3 yards up the gut. And again, I thought we were going to see a little more, Cooper Beebe maybe in this game and some others. No.
I honestly,
Cowboys went all backups 100%, even if you're a rookie.
The Donon Bland Injury
situation.
apparently influenced their decision, according to sources. Now, again, believe what you want to believe, but the point is that it sounds like this wasn't necessarily the initial plan heading into this game. Maybe the Donon Bland injury did kind of change some minds.
Woo! Sorry,
Nice.
what was that? Number 20, Royce Freeman with a nice run there. Almost broke it all the way. About a 15-yard run. For again, I think Royce Freeman is really the better running back than Deuce Vaughn as a pure running back. Sorry. I would love to see Deuce Vaughn make the team, but it's going to be tough. He's going to have to be a guy we hope we get back on a practice squad. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
The 53.
Deuce?
Yeah.
Well, Royce Freeman.
Especially after, the Cowboys have made
Flournoy.
other comments as well, just kind of letting people know, hey, like, we still might not be done at the running back spot. And they obviously made similar comments about the D-line, and we saw what they did there.
Yeah.
So I do think that there's one more move left when it comes to the running back position for the Cowboys.
And it may be. I know there's Dalvin Cook out there and a couple others, and there may be a move there. But I also think that the Cowboys right now, with Zeke, and Rico Dowdle, who's pretty good, I think Malik Davis is good. I think Royce Freeman's going to show that he's going to try to make a push to make this team. You don't have many spots open at running back. You're going to have Hunter Lipke as a fullback. He's going to be, let's say, fullback / tight end. So you have, that's the most running backs you're going to get. Then you have Deuce Vaughn on the outside of this thing, the situation.
Yeah.
Snoop Connor and others. They'll be practice squad guys. So, it's more about who do you cut that you can get back. Can you cut Malik Davis and get him back? Or can you cut Deuce Vaughn and get him back?
I feel like you can cut Deuce Vaughn and get him back more than Malik Davis.
Is
that picked?
Yep, a pick 6 if possible. No, you got to tackle. Well, let's go pick Trey Lance through an ugly. Listen, again, Trey Lance. The play was designed to roll right. They read it. Trey Lance threw it into double coverage. That's a bad play by Trey Lance. And you can't look at this. The safety saw it. It was a bad pass by Trey Lance. Should have been to the outside. Just a whole bunch of bad right there. And it started with, we could say the play call was bad, but as a quarterback, you're supposed to see that it's not working and then go to plan B, C, and D. Trey Lance does not know how to do that. I've been saying that for 3 weeks. He stays with plan A. He might think about plan B, but he never actually considers it. The only time he considers it is when it's a check down emergency drop, dump off. So, guys, that's Trey Lance.
Said it. You could see the cornerback ahead of the receiver. What was Lance thinking?
It wasn't the cornerback. It was a safety.
Talked to Sully, said pass was behind the receiver. Yep. That was a bad decision.
I just said both those things. Bad decision. The play call gave it away. The safety ran underneath that receiver for the pick. But before that, you don't even consider throwing that. You know why he knew he was going to throw that? You know why the safety knew it? He knew the play was rolling to the left, to his left, to the Cowboys' right. He knew this. Everybody knew it. But sometimes with Trey Lance, you got to tuck it and run. You got to dump it down to your third option. You don't throw it to your first option that you're looking at the entire time. This is something he's done with bad decisions, Trey Lance, with bad throws, which was, again, I said it, he should have thrown to the outside, not here. All these things combined are a lot of bad by Trey Lance.
Yeah.
The play maybe was a bad play. Maybe it was obvious. Maybe the play, was predictable. But you change it up. You have other options. That's up to Trey Lance to do that. He did not. He just went for the first option, forced it in there into triple coverage on a bad pass. Easy pick. Now we get our defense back out there, who looks like shit right now. And it's our third stringers. I know that. Most of them are third stringers, but I don't even see Leo Fowl out there. The Cowboys, he's a guy the Cowboys are counting on as a starter. Yes, a rookie, Maurice Leo Fowl. Let me explain actually
so do you
proof
think that
why.
The Cowboys are, again, since we talked about them keeping back a lot of their starters, is that saying or implying that Leo Fowl is closer to being a starter than not?
Yes, I don't think he's a starter. He's rotational.
That's
I
why
think
I said
Overshown is injured. Kind of. He was on doing some of the chords, the resistance chords. Mm-hmm. But Overshown, him and Leo Fowl are going to have a role in this defense together. It was supposed to be just Overshown. Now it's going to be both. Leo Fowl made himself a starter in this team. Look, I can just easily show you guys the depth chart. I know it's just temporary. It's just tentative. I know it. But check it out. Ooh, why is it like that? Check out the depth chart and see if you see what I see here. Forget the specialist. Tell me if you don't see right there. When you look at the linebacker position, you got Damone Clark at number 18, Eric Kendricks number 50, and then number 35, Maurice Leo Fowl. Behind him is Overshown. Those are our 4 linebackers. Leo Fowl has a major role on this team. Case closed. That's why he's not playing anything in this game. That's why they got Willie Harvey in there. They got Buddy Johnson. they got the guys that got in this game are the guys that won't make this team. I am surprised about one player though, Marquise Bell. Like, he's a major role player on this team at safety and rotational at linebacker. He's gonna be used all over the place. I want to know what is Zimmer's thought of using Marquise Bell. We talk about all these other guys that are like backups and rotational. Yeah. Marquise Bell is he's almost like a rotational starter almost, right? What are we doing with Marquise Bell out there? Like, maybe
he still wanted some leadership or something.
I want to see Mukuamu out there. It's not up to him. It's up to the coaches. So the coaches want Marquise Bell out there. Nice job by the Cowboys, 2nd and 3, man. Good stop. I mean, the run stop there. I see there's one guy there, Vigil, number 52. I've heard the Cowboys think he's already going to make the team at linebacker. Interesting spot there. I'd keep an eye on him. I know also Damian Wilson, number 45, former Cowboys, also there. So those two guys with Harvey, 55, are fighting for the 5th linebacker spot. Who can play special teams better also make a difference. Who determines that? But I really do like a couple of our backup. I'm talking about truly backup linebackers. We'll see how they do here. Cowboys got 4 linebackers. They run on 3rd and 1. They get the 1st and more. Marquise Bell in the fucking play again, making a tackle. I mean, why? I don't know. Julius Wood also making a tackle. I don't mind Julius Wood in there. He's going to be practice squad. Julius Wood, number 33, will be cut and repicked up as a practice squad player. But why is Marquise Bell in there?
Wiseman27 said, by the way, if anything, we should have passed on 2nd down because they're just reading us every time on that 3rd.
It's very predictable, yeah. It's very predictable for us, at least. And sometimes we'll go. We had about 3 2nd and 20s, and we ran every time. That's stupid. Here we go. Fehoko trying to show something there, knocked down. Fehoko had at least pressure. We're lucky we didn't get a call. Fehoko, to me, I don't know what happened. I saw him falling. I think the quarterback was complaining because he hit his legs. But Fehoko was falling, or I guess he hit him late. Actually, Fehoko hit him right in the fucking head. So, honestly,
kind of got away with that.
Quarterback had a say there. I mean, you can't hit the quarterback in the head like that. That should have been a flag. For those people out there that say, oh, they call flags against us, were they cheating? They cheating. Just letting you know, they didn't call the flag. Now, this is preseason. They probably getting ready to call it in the regular season. Good job. There's Mukuamu. He set the edge there, forced him inside. That's a key play there. Harvey makes the tackle at the end. But, again, we finally got to see number 24, Mukuamu. That's what we need to see in there. That's why I need to see play more. He's a guy that's really good on special teams. The guy is very versatile on defense, but he's fighting for a spot. Marquise Bell is not fighting for a spot. In my opinion, I don't think he is. This gives me a little doubt now. Is Marquise Bell fighting for a spot? No way. No way, right?
So, I mean,
you don't think
obviously that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
he's still in the game.
Take that necessarily as the implication. I'm guessing it's just a bodies issue, position issue.
Maybe they want to get a look at him and doing different things.
Or, like you said, maybe for Zimmer he is.
Damn it.
Just
close it down. Too late. He gets the 1st. He gets more. I mean, their quarterback is just eating us alive.
But you get what I'm trying to say there? Like, again, for Zimmer, maybe he is one of the lower guys on this list for him. Maybe he is not necessarily fighting for a spot, but, fighting for which spot? I don't know.
There's no way he could be fighting for a spot. Not with his versatility at linebacker, safety all over the field is too much to pass up. I'm thinking maybe he's the veteran, like you said. Maybe he's the veteran of the field. They wanted somebody who's kind of a backup but still is a veteran.
Exactly. You have to have enough experience and be,
1st and goal, by the way. They're throwing it.
Good enough
almost
to actually
an interception.
help. I know.
37 almost ripped that off his hands.
But not so high up on the depth chart that you couldn't play, in a preseason game or with some of these, 3rd, 4th stringers.
I hear you. I'm surprised he's still in the game. Who is that? Oh, that's Eric Scott Jr. I don't know why he's not on my list here. Here's some eligible receivers on the offensive line. They're going to show a big run play here, but they have 2 eligible offensive linemen. Remember the Detroit game last year? So, but the thing is, Eric Scott Jr. is a guy that's got to show me something as well. Timeout looks like Cowboys.
Was it us?
Yeah. McCarthy screaming on the sideline. Cowboys called timeout because it was some kind of the Cowboys are definitely not ready. So but see, here's the thing about this. I know. Listen, it might be 21-3 in a minute here.
I hope not.
But I don't care. Here's the thing, guys. Everybody in the chat, it's not important. You know what's more important here? how do we scheme and set up for this kind of play, for a second and goal? And this you dream about this in these reps in practice. So when you're looking at this here now, you're looking at reps, live reps in a way, against another opponent, right? So you're looking at live reps, invaluable reps at the goal line. This is important, whether we're on the goal line or they're on the goal line. The point is that our defense is getting reps on different ideas, different Zimmer schemes. I don't care about the players being used.
Yeah.
Different Zimmer schemes and how we work and what do we do when we're in goal line. We're going to risk something. Something's going to look bad. Something's going to look good. They ran right up to the line of scrimmage, showing eligible receivers as they run. They do run, and we get to stop. That is what I'm talking about, situational. They might score a touchdown, but we know we can get in there on the goal line, and we know how to, like, kind of spoil.
Yeah, because now it's 3rd and goal.
That's 3rd and goal, but I'm saying we're spoiling. I don't care which string of players we got. It's the scheme. Whatever's on the scheme there, whatever Zimmer's doing, work to stop the run on a 2nd and goal.
That'd be ideal.
But now on a 3rd and goal, we got to see how Zimmer. What's this situation? Forget the score, guys. Pretend the score is XX score. That's the score. It doesn't matter. Situational. They're in a throwing play on a 3rd and goal on a 3. They show a run knockdown by number 57, Buddy Johnson. Is that Buddy Johnson?
Yes, it is. Right? 57?
Buddy Johnson. Guys,
Was a nice
he's
play.
just making the practice squad, but that's bigger. That's individual. This is a team situational, which is big. That was a touchdown for them. He just stopped the touchdown. And again, great individual job. You can see the issues on the goal line defense. There were some guys behind in coverage, but Buddy Johnson made an exceptional play, and he had a guy in the right spot to kind of block his line of vision.
Great read.
Great stuff there. Just that's all I wanted to see. They're going to score here. Who gives a fuck? They get it's going to be 14-3. They're going to kick a field goal here. It's going to be 17-3, I'm sure. Boom, there it is. You get a rep on a blocked kick. You got to think that way here in this kind of game. It's 17-3. Who gives a fuck? Second quarter.
Let me go ahead. Hit up the chat real quick, right?
It just shows good that our scheme on defense can hold teams from touchdowns and hold them to 3 points, right, Jet Li? The points don't matter. It's the fact that we held them and the scheme worked in this scenario, in these situations. That's what's important. Now, against better offenses and against our defense when we're better and have our starters, it's going to look different things can happen. But we got a little preview is all I'm trying to say. It looked good. No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, McLovin, what's up?
Hey, McLovin. By the way, McLovin, I still owe you your people, whoever the 3 people you choose, 3 songs still. I didn't forget. I've been trying to catch up with you, man. We've missed each other. So yes, hopefully on the After Dark session, probably tomorrow more than tonight, we'll be on and we can make up those 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? I did the shots, I did all the stuff for that, but make up those 3 songs. Yeah. Sorry guys, a little hangover from this morning's party, late night party, I guess you could say, where there was a lot of certain 3-letter THC shots being done. And it was a record-breaking night last night. 6 of them were done.
What?
Yeah.
You said 3-letter, but then you said the letters.
I know that's 3 letters. CHT. You can mix them up however you want. The point is that they were pretty. It was pretty interesting. So, but yes, I'm very. Luckily I'm able to focus on this game today. I will say, definitely not the hangover effects that alcohol will give you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Just a little tidbit there. So, anyways, back to Cowboy business here.
Of course.
And let me fix the
first
fucking
of all, House
score.
Nelson said, I'm ready for these games to count. Agreed.
And, it's here.
So
we got 2 quarters.
McLovin said, all right, bro, cool. So thank you, McLovin.
Yes,
all
sir.
good.
Thank you, brother.
I'll keep him honest. Hey, F1892 said, you get banged up. It's football. I forgot the 2 years of national rugby. I took lots of high-speed impact tackles. Oh.
I agree 100%. There's a lot of injury situations that happen, obviously, but it just sucks, when we're getting hit with the cornerback injury bug. Every year somebody else goes down. We cannot get our 3 guys starting together. It reminds me of the receivers almost, like sometimes. We had like our best receiving core group, whatever it may be. We only had them all together, all 3 of them for 4 games or 3 games. When we had CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup at their best. So we only got them together. We had them, someone was always out. CeeDee Lamb missed a couple games of the concussion. Amari Cooper missed a couple games because of his plantar fasciitis. Michael Gallup was hurt for a couple games because of his knee. There was always somebody out in the mix. We had them for like four games. It just sucks. It's the same thing as defensive backs. The kickoff is underway. Getting it out the 1-2 yard line, taking it back out from the left side. Try and get the corner, gets to the 25 from Malik Davis. Subpar. We lose 5 yards on that one, but it was a good kick because it forced us to take it out. We couldn't just take it in the end zone. Yeah, it was on the 1 yard line. We had to take it out. So good kick by the Chargers, doing a good job.
By the way, Talk to Sully had said earlier, whoever 93 is, the defensive tackle, he stinks. He gets blown off the ball.
Fehoko. Like I said, I've been critical of him since the beginning of training camp and preseason. I got to see more from him. I've seen less from him. He's shown nothing. He's shown bad. So I agree. He'll be practice squad only because he's a draft pick. Deuce Vaughn literally hiding behind his offensive lineman. He's like this with his hand on their back, just like hiding.
If you can't see him, you can't stop him.
Got 6-7 yards. I mean, I'll take it. I like that play there. Deuce Vaughn shows something. I just don't know why in the regular season we just can't. What is McCarthy? Do we just have too many running backs in front of him that just stop his ability from getting options and opportunities? I don't know. Here we go. Under center with Trey Lance. 2 receivers and 2 tight ends and a running back in Deuce Vaughn. They're coming up. They're running the Deuce. Just getting through the Deuce is trying to get loose. Gets about 2 yards.
But now it's a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.5. We'll say a 3rd and a long one.
I think Let's Go looked a little slow to get up, but
Let's Go. He gets hurt that shoulder. He's done. I mean, they say we can't do it again. That'd be 3 straight fucking years of the shoulder. And we drafted him knowing about this. This is the Cowboys' choice. That's why he dropped, was because of the shoulder injury, and then he popped it out the first fucking week of training camp and was out pretty much the whole year. I thought he did good though when he did play, just not this year so far. Deuce Vaughn.
There we go.
He was stopped in the backfield.
Nice first down.
He did a little dancey dance and got a first down. I mean, seriously, he was stopped. He literally slid to the right in the midair. He did his jump step to the right. Watch him jump step right. Right here, boom.
Right there.
And again, good block by 65 Dakota Shepley, center.
Yeah, created that space for him.
But it was Deuce Vaughn's quickness and ability, or else he would have been tackled back for a loss. 1st and 10, Trey Lance under center. Now we got Royce Freeman back in there at the running back, and so far we've run 4 straight times. 3 with Deuce Vaughn, and now another one with Royce Freeman. Yeah, hey, let's keep running. Why not? Let's work the run game. Royce Freeman, something about him, again, he's a veteran. There's something about him to me that I see out there. He just knows where he's going. He's big enough. He's fast as well as big. So he kind of has that the all around kind of. He's kind of like Malik Davis a little bit. It feels like you got to pick one or the other. Yeah. So I'm curious. What the Cowboys, they got some. Even though we could improve the running back spot. Got a lot of tough choices at running back right now. Deuce Vaughn in there, shotgun. Trey Lance looks right to Deuce Vaughn. Throws to Deuce Vaughn. My fucking God. He throws the ball to him like he's fucking
7 feet tall.
Like he's Wemby. And he's fucking Deuce Vaughn-y. He's fucking Spud Webb out there.
And
what are we doing?
Because he was wide open there, too.
Wide open. Telegraph. That's a first down, and that was a 15-yard gain. But Trey Lance just doesn't know how to fucking pinpoint his passes. And that was a wide open Deuce Vaughn who could have showcased his moves in open field. Now you just hurt Deuce Vaughn, Trey Lance. Thank you. Here we go. 3rd and 4. We got Royce Freeman here. He's looking to jump it up to Royce Freeman, but he can't get it. He's got to throw it away. Dude, that's the one thing Trey Lance can do better than any quarterback we got, including Dak, is run that ball. He's a running back. If we use Trey Lance with Dak Prescott, that could be a little more deadly. I think we can.
He does kind of look like a running back who can just pass really well.
Yeah, he's a good throwing running back. That could be vital if you get the right plays called. Now there's a play to John Stevens Jr. here, number 81, who I believe will be our 3rd tight end.
We do get stopped after 2-3 yards in.
Yeah, I will say though Hendershot had higher priority, I'd say, over John Stevens Jr., which tells me John Stevens is still kind of trying to fight for that 3rd spot over Hendershot, which I just can't believe Hendershot would win that spot, but we'll have to wait and see.
I guess you don't know, but based off of what we've seen, I agree.
Here's under center for Trey Lance, 2nd and 8. Another run, this one to Royce Freeman. He breaks out of there, gets about 3 yards after getting stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it's about what? About 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. So makeable. I think we threw one time. That was the only pass we had. Actually, that was supposed to be a pass by Trey Lance, but the only pass we had was the incompletion of Deuce Vaughn on this drive so far. But it was a pass to a running back. Trey Lance was trying to throw the ball at the end of that play to a running back. Trey Lance ended up running the ball. So as our dog has a seizure over here, I had a cat running out in our yard. 3rd and 5. Trey Lance looks right. Pump fakes. Finally takes it down. He's going to try to run it himself, which is probably the best thing. He gets the first down. I'm just saying, like, that's his best. We have not had a completed pass on this drive. 1 incompletion to Deuce Vaughn. 2 attempts that Trey Lance scrambled and ran for. Why not? That's my point. To me, you can have Trey Lance as a quarterback for us and using him as a quarterback running back kind of hybrid with Dak Prescott in the game as our quarterback. That's all.
No,
there's usage for him.
That's never going to happen, unfortunately.
I think it could. I think that's one of the reasons why we will have him in this game. I don't know if he'll be inactive every week. If you use him and if we can incorporate him into the offense, I think at this point, Jerry Jones willing to do anything to make his trade look good. So, because the other option is he's never playing.
True.
So, you're going to see Trey Lance probably, I'm assuming in some games, maybe the 3rd string emergency quarterback. In some games, he may be part of the active roster. Maybe Cooper Rush is who knows? Maybe he's the 3rd string quarterback. Only because Trey Lance can be incorporated into the offensive game plan. If we can do that, incorporate him. He's not a quarterback starter. He's a gadget player. Here's Deuce Vaughn. Speaking of gadget, what a run by him!
I mean,
my goodness, just following his block.
Loose.
We just dropped a deuce on them. That's a face mask at the end of the play. 15 more yards.
That's what it is.
It is.
Yep, you're right.
Face mask. Deuce Vaughn. Deuce is loose, guys. And again, this is what I'm trying to say. We never saw this in a regular season.
He is really hard to tackle.
It's
easy to forget until you see a big guy trying to. Oh wait.
Yeah, personal foul, face mask. Every year, and not every year, the last year, every game, we've seen Deuce do these things. He's doing it again this year. But why can't we do it in the regular season? Why don't we use Deuce in the regular season more often? And I think, last year, I will say this one thing about Deuce Vaughn. I think he makes the team. Why does he make the team? Because we don't have a number 1 running back now. When we had Tony Pollard, you're just not going to see Deuce Vaughn. We had Tony Pollard. We had, Rico Dowdle. Then we have Deuce somewhere back there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see much of Deuce. I think now this year, because you have 4 different running backs that can do 4 different things and 4 different specialties, we don't have one guy who's a starter. Zeke is a short yardage guy. I think Rico is maybe the best all-around guy, but he's going to spell Zeke and stuff. But you can use both those guys as starters. And then you can use, I know Lipke is going to be used, number 40, as fullback. But I think you can also see in there and squeeze in there a reason. Like, see, Royce Freeman and Malik Davis may not be a reason for them. You can't really squeeze in them to any special kind of thing other than just a backup. That's how they may be practice squad.
Yeah.
But Deuce Vaughn can be another weapon. Like Trey Lance. You can use Trey Lance as a weapon.
By the way, William Burney.
Deuce Vaughn as a weapon.
William Burney had said, what about a little screen to Deuce? And Wiseman27 said that could have been a Deuce highlight.
The one that was missed. That's what I was trying to say. He could have caught that ball, turned around. We know he had at least 10 to 15 yards. What kind of move would he have made to spring him for a touchdown or for 10 more yards or 20 more yards, right? That play will never be seen because Trey Lance overthrew him. Trey Lance is a 3rd-string quarterback. But I think he's a 3rd-string quarterback. And I'm going to say similar to, what's the Saints guy? The Saints, Taysom Hill. Now, he's not as big. He can't, run over. Taysom Hill's like a running back, receiver, and quarterback. But he could be you can try to squeeze in, Trey Lance, Taysom Hill style. Different, not a big, guy that can overpower you, but a guy that can, take the snap from center, can get a handoff from Dak. You can do a lot of things in there that make him into a running back or a quarterback using his speed rather than his brawn, which is what you did with Taysom Hill. So I think I don't know if the Cowboys are going to do that. He's not going to be utilized in any other way, Trey Lance, this season. So to me, what do you see in all 3 games consistently from Trey Lance? The ability and the agility to be able to get out of situations, to run, to get down the field and be productive and exciting running the ball. Throwing the ball, he's below average. But running the ball as a quarterback, above average. So let's use him in the game plan with Dak. That's all I'm saying. Get in some Deuce Vaughn in the mix with all the running backs. Use these guys as added weapons, not as 3rd stringers you'll never see ever. How's that sound, chat? I don't know. How's that sound?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, hit me with it. I'm
Let
ready
me
to hear
see.
some.
AF1892 said, my new theory is Jerry Jones secretly makes us perform badly when it counts. That way he secures more fan loyalty and hoping. Honestly, at this point, he's got us hooked on something, right?
It's always the star of everything. That's why I watch.
You see, Jetly44 said, Deuce Vaughn is that guy that can take it to the house.
When he's given a chance, right? So yeah. By the way, first
Go ahead.
first and goal. Trey Lance looking left, doesn't gonna run, gets sacked. Couldn't outdo that. He just took it too long in the pocket.
Lose like 2-3 yards.
Yeah, second and goal now. So any other quick comments on the Trey Lance or Deuce Vaughn kind of packaging?
William Burney said, I think we should make a package for Trey Lance, just a few plays for him because of his athleticism.
Exactly. Use them and knowing you're probably going to run more than throw, but you have the option to throw. And teams will see that and know that and not know how to kind of stop it. You're going to force them to throw? Okay, well, someone's going to be open. So Trey Lance, you got to make a couple decent passes in a game. Can you make 2 or 3 good passes in a game when you get 4 attempts and you got to make 3 good passes? I mean, come on.
If he could do that, I mean...
And then the other 4 or 5 attempts, he's running the ball. That's going to be leading us to a touchdown. You understand? That's what we use, and that's a smart way. But
again, it's funny because I wonder if someone mentioned Taysom Hill to McCarthy, would he be open to using Trey Lance? Because that's the bigger question. Are we even open to the possibility of using him that
Trey
way?
Lance looking for the fade route in the corner to number 18. Flournoy touchdown!
Did he catch it?
2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
2 weeks in a row. It's been Trey Lance to Flournoy. Flournoy.
Please tell me I didn't just see a flag fly.
The same. Isn't that funny though? It's the same play we did last week against the Raiders,
Good
except
point.
it was on the goal line. This one's on the 11. Great job though for Flournoy with concentrating. Again, this is the only pass that Trey Lance can throw is the fade route to the outside there. So great pass, great catch. Flournoy is our 6th guy. I said it. I fucking said it. He beat out Cropper. He beat out Billy Johnson. He beat out. Give me another name like he beat. He's behind Turpin.
He did.
He's behind Turpin for me. As a rookie, too. You know how Cowboys love to keep their rookies. Great.
He's earned it.
He's earned it, and he's been injured for the first week. You know, he didn't play that first week. So, I like it, right? I mean,
Extra point is good, by the way.
Yep,
Not that we expected any different.
17-10 there for, again, scores, whatever. Who cares? Who cares about the score? I'm going to keep saying it. But I love to see, and Trey Lance doing that, I mean, Dak can do that too. That's just Trey Lance's best passing, is that fade route. But why did we succeed on that drive? That was a full drive. What did we do mainly?
Run, right?
Run the ball with Deuce Vaughn and Royce Freeman and Trey Lance. Hardly threw the ball when we did. It was runs anyways, right? Except for the overthrow. And we got another throw. We got sacked on the goal line. The next play we throw, and it's a beautiful, the read is obvious because you saw no safety help. One-on-one coverage on a press situation, that's the play you do. But Flournoy, once again, makes the moves to create a little separation. Trey Lance throws it in there perfectly to the outside on those fade routes, and boom, touchdown. So great job there for Trey Lance. But I think that Ryan Flournoy, who is now 2 touchdowns in a row, similar kind of usage. Could he be a goal line package guy? I mean, he's a guy that has the abilities. What do you guys think about number 18? Hit me, because number 18, he's going to change his number if he makes a team, because 18 is Damone Clark.
Yeah.
So, but he's not obviously suited up for this game. But what do you guys think about number 18, the rookie? Eric Flournoy.
Ryan Flournoy. As comments kind of trickling on that one real quick, J-Dog said, as an Eagles fan, Deuce is hella fast. He's someone I like.
Yeah, and that is, I agree 100%. That's what scares me about anybody, what they've already shown with Deuce this preseason, even just the few plays he's had that are good, it's enough for a team to pick him up and roll the dice. I think if we cut Deuce, it's harder to get him back. I think we cut Malik Davis or Royce Freeman. We cut either guy, we get them back. I don't think that I think they're better than Deuce overall. But I think that teams will take a chance on Deuce and see if they can use him as a gadget guy and actually make it work, because the Cowboys are not making it work, not last year. So hopefully we'll use Deuce, incorporate in a real way, into this offense if we keep on the 53, which I believe the Cowboys kind of have to do now.
By the way, Tuck to Sully said, was that OPI?
Offensive pass interference? I don't think so. It was kind of, he created a little separation. He had a good move off the line of scrimmage. It's press, so both guys are handsy, but I think it was close enough to not not call offensive pass interference in that play. That looked like a very good play with a tough pass, even a tougher catch to stay in bounds. It was worth it. Not calling the flag on that play. And I'm not trying to be like Cowboy-centric or favorite. If it happened the other way, I'd been like, really, we're going to bitch about that? I would have been like, we're really going to bitch about offensive pass interference if it happened to the Cowboy defense. So I feel I'm being fair about this. There's no need. I think that one you can let go. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Cowboy fan.
By the way, House Nelson said, I spend more time talking about Turpin's potential than I do actually seeing
him on the
Turpin
field.
do anything relative.
Yeah, the only thing is kickoffs, and last year was irrelevant because everything sucked last year in kickoffs. This year we're going to see more Turpin on kickoffs.
Yeah,
but
I have a feeling that Turpin is always just going to be that potential. It's never going to manifest.
Cowboys wanted this year to really
there.
move him into the mix a lot more this year in preseason. And not in preseason, but in training camp. And they have. But that always did. Will that extrapolate into the regular season? We'll see. Have to wait and see. No real pressure. Almost a pick there on a bad pass. But there you go. I mean, again, is that Josh? Josh Butler?
31.
Josh Butler.
I thought it was 11 for a minute. I was like, where the heck did Micah go?
doing?
Yeah.
Josh, that went through his hand. It was a bad pass, by the way. That was more a bad pass than it was a good play. You know what I mean?
But it was a good opportunity.
Yeah, no, I agree. A chance to make a play happen there, just couldn't do it. There's shotgun for them once again. And I guess they didn't even bother putting in number 94. There's no pressure. Wide open, and he drops it again. Same guy. Yeah, Josh Barry just got burned. Josh Butler just got burned again, and they dropped the perfect pass. By the way, I wore this number here for Marshawn Nealon, the rookie second-round pick, number 94. But guess what?
What?
They didn't even play him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, my goodness, the Cowboys really went to their third stringers. They didn't even go second stringers. They didn't even play Lou Fowl. But it really
brings up the question of why Marquise Bell is playing. Like I said,
yeah,
me,
that's
it has to be a leadership reason.
And he's out now, finally out. They finally took him out. Thank goodness. So he's out there, and now they have no leadership, but I'll take it. This is preseason. They're going with a blitz here. There's Marquise Bell. What am I talking about? Marquise Bell just blitzed.
Yeah.
Playing almost linebacker, almost a pick there by Mukuamu, who needs some reps out there. Good job by Mukuamu. But
great third down play.
That was a blitz from the left side, from our left side, their right side of their line. We got 57 jumping in there, and then we had 14 Marquise Bell blitzing, getting pressure. There he is, Carl Lawson, by the way, number 72. That should have been a pick by Mukuamu with him right in the hands. But I'm just saying, like, this is where I'm going to, like, I know some people get bored now after halftime, not me. Because this is where I see number 72, Carl Lawson. I want to see what he can bring to the table. Are the Cowboys really going to keep him, or are we just playing games here? Because we haven't seen him at all. I want to see what he can do. Here's a return. Is that Billy Johnson, number 13? He does. Yeah. It is to the 27-yard line here. Now here's what I want to say. I know some of you guys out there are like, oh, can we score a touchdown before halftime? Because we don't want to be down at the half. Fuck all that shit. I don't care about the goddamn score. It could be 100-0 right now. Cowboys are losing or winning. I don't care. You know what this is for now? Situational football, my friends. My friends and family. Situational football is why every team does this now. It's not just the Cowboys. The Chargers, right now, they have a chance here to do a live rep against a 2-minute drill on defense. If in a real game before a half or end of a game, they got to do this. They got to know if their scheme can work. Same thing for the Cowboys offense. We're going to have a quick plays. This has been in practice by all three teams, first team, second team, third team. There's Trey Lance. He just did the Wu-Tang. He just called it on the fly. So we're on the line of scrimmage. Here's where I like this. I want to see if it works. The plan, the game plan. This is about the brain, not about the players as much. Great play there. Now that was a great pass by Trey Lance. Is that a fumble? Oh, motherfucker.
I mean, I think we recovered it anyway.
I don't think so. They got it. Chargers got it. I thought he was down.
Can we challenge that?
We can. Here's the thing. Number one, first and foremost, first of all, every turnover is always overlooked.
I know.
It's always watched. So it's always reviewed. It's not challenged. Not to be challenged. Great pass, great catch by Flournoy. He's trying to fix this. It was a fumble. No, and that's not Flournoy. That is John Stevens, a tight end, number 81. He tried to refix the ball in his hand, and that's where he fucked up. He tried to kind of grip the ball, and they fumbled. Kills the drive. But I still will say this. I'm still going to say this. Did you guys like the way the flow of that 2-minute drill was going?
Absolutely.
That's situationally speaking, that's a success. I mean, that's a player failure right there, and that's unfortunate because John Stevens could hurt him. I'm sure it could hurt him. He can't have that ball security. But unfortunately for us, so does Peyton Hendershot have ball security. He has ball. He can never catch the ball. He fumbles, Hendershot. So, like...
Ball insecurity, maybe?
Yeah, this is the first... I don't know who's better, but I'm assuming still John Stevens should be ahead of Hendershot. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Good coverage there by Booth on this play here. And again, they're talking about...
it just sucks because it started off as such a great catch.
That's a good defense from Booth. I know he had one bad play, number 25. But Booth's playing pretty good.
He has been.
And we're going to have him. He's our fifth guy, right? In my opinion, he's our fifth cornerback. God damn it.
Oh, man, they get the first.
That's a quarterback running the ball? Jesus fucking Christ.
Even more so with the fact that Bland is hurt now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean...
Just saying
we have to pick somebody, right?
Factor.
Got to pick somebody. And great play by them. I mean, they fooled the fuck out of our third stringers. And now, Easton Stick, their third string quarterback, they got him to the 50-yard line with 38 seconds. And like I said earlier, 2-minute drill worked for, on our offense versus their defense. Now we got the other way around. They got their 2-minute drill at midfield here, 38 seconds, against our 2-minute drill on defense. Can our defense come up big and kind of respond like we did on the goal line, right? Hold them to 3. Can we respond here on defense and kind of stop the 2-minute drives, 2-minute game plans, or slow them down?
Oh my God!
That was an interception dropped again. It was a horrible pass.
It's like the third dropped interception.
This hit him right in the hands. Who is that? Is that 55?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And still
Marquise Bell was already on the ground.
Somehow Marquise Bell's still in this fucking game. But Harvey is Willie Harvey Jr. is a former UFL player. He had a pick on Trey Lance in practice, a great pick. He couldn't pick that one. But he's also, the problem with Willie Harvey is not his coverage. He's actually decent in coverage. The problem with him is his run gap assignments. He does not do well stopping the run at linebacker, so that's a problem. Here he goes. The Easton Stick pump fake goes deep to the corner, overthrows his guy. Again, we got Butler, Josh Butler, 31. I will say he's having his best game of preseason. He's been shitty the 2 first games, number 31. This game he's doing a lot better. He's involved in all the plays. He's in the right areas. That would have been a tough play to make for Easton Stick to pass it to Johnson. Did we get pressure finally? No pressure. And there's Carl Lawson. I want to see him get pressure.
Yeah, the lack of pressure throughout this game so far in this first half, not ideal.
Dicker the kicker warming up on the sideline. So they're on our 48-yard line, 3rd and 10. No pressure, quick pass, wide open, makes the catch. Good hit by Julius Wood. Who cares? They get a first down with 21 seconds left. So they keep it going. They call the timeout.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to.
They're gonna knock it in. They're in field goal range now, and they want to go for the kid. They want to try to hit the end zone. Again, this is all situational. So you want to make sure that can this certain type of play or this other kind of play can these plays work in the 21 seconds we have in one timeout? Like that's how you're thinking. It's more a scheme. If somebody fumbles like we saw Stevens fumble, it's gonna fucking happen. It sucks, but the game plan was working out right.
Yeah.
The Chargers right now, their game plan is keeping them going. They want to see if they can get some points, not just a field goal, but a touchdown. Our defense got to cause a turnover, which we bounced off a fucking interception off our hands. We got to try to get a stop and hold them to 3 points at best. Can we get a sack? Can we get some pressure? 72, get in there. He's not doing fuck shit. Oh my God. What an almost catch there. Again, is that a flag? No flag. It was a football that went flying. Again, great job by number 31 in coverage. That would have been an incredible play. His second foot landed out of bounds, and it was incomplete anyways. So I'm just saying both those things happened in that play, incomplete, and he would have been out of bounds anyways.
So 15 seconds.
15 seconds. They got no timeouts. So I think they had one timeout. So the thing is this is basically end zone kind of stuff or a quick out play, so they get a field goal attempt. There you go. A quick out play. Out of bounds. They have a chance to do another quick out on 3rd down and 5 or 3rd and 6. You do a quick out to just get closer for your kicker.
Yeah.
What I would do in this situation too, I don't see their 3rd string quarterback altering the play to go deep down the middle on on a 40-yard Hail Mary. What I see is that we should sneak up here, sneak the corners up a little bit on the outside, sneak them up. You're going to leave the inside open a little bit, but at least you can maybe have a game-changing play here. Oh, my God, that was a horrible pass, overthrown. Now it's 4th and 4. They have to kind of kick the field goal here. Although, like I said, if they'd actually got a first down, they could actually continue their little 5-yard outs and be successful on that. So we get to halftime. I want to make sure we do all our proper shout-outs.
Of course.
For all the people representing the board and how we're going to...
doing a quick little injury
checks.
Since we are almost at the half.
We're going to have one more kickoff here, it looks like. And it looks like it's going to be 20-10 at halftime, which, again, it's just a score. It doesn't matter.
Miss it.
Wins and losses don't matter here. He knocked it through.
Yeah, he made it.
20-10.
20-10.
Which is fine. Again, I don't care about the final score. I just care about no injuries and seeing players excel, seeing schemes work. That's what this is for. You're looking at right now, guys. We have both teams are having their last 5 players on their 53 and their entire practice squad. That's what we're seeing the rest of this game. All right, from halftime, from the third quarter on. We're going to see practice squad fighting practice squad. And some guys not making anything. Trying to find, trying to find who can make the practice squad. Yeah. It's not about winning or losing. And honestly now, an injury now, it's more about not even going to hurt us in the regular season. An injury now is more, ends a guy's chance to make the team. Whether it's the 53, probably more now, we're up to the training camp, to the practice squad side of things. So, that goes.
Unfortunate to hear that. J-Dog said Ravens running back Owen Wright broke his foot during the Packers game. So, no injuries, please.
Yeah. Even on our 5th stringers, I don't want injuries. But the point is, we're at the point of the game where every injury now is not as, I hate to say this, but it's not as vital. It's not going to hurt us like another injury would. This kickoff ended up going out of the end zone, which is like the last thing anybody wanted. So now we Cowboys, I guess is smart actually. Before half, would you? Actually, that's actually smart. In a regular, I'm trying to think in a regular season game, with 1 second left for 3 seconds, would you kick the ball out of bounds and give them an offensive play, or would you? Usually, teams try to squib kick it in the past to run out those 3 seconds, but now you want to kick it out of the end zone because if you let them return it, is actually a better chance they score than getting the ball on the 40 and then. Hail Marying it or something, or the 30, and then Hail Marying it. So
those are the type of strategic moves that I'm sure we might consider during the regular season.
Yeah, it is halftime.
But for right now, I think we're just trying to, get to the halftime. As of now, I'm gonna triple check in a second here, but no injuries to report. Thank goodness. Even if it is, like you said, 3rd, 4th stringers, practice squatters, and soon to be cutters. Yeah,
but unfortunately, the only injury we do report on is this one. Donon Bland, he's out for 6 to 8 weeks, which means he misses 6 games, probably 7, because it goes to the bye, and then he comes back. So he comes back week 8.
Still a small chance that he is
back for
available
for week 6.
That Lions game, but
don't hold your breath, guys. I would not hold our breath, and just a big loss for the Cowboys there. But really bad way to start off today, to start off this stream or this game. But we had to let you know the truth, and you look at the schedule.
It wasn't even confirmed till today as well.
You look at him missing the time all the way to that Detroit game. That's it. Detroit, that's 6 weeks. You add 2 more weeks before the regular season game. That's 8 weeks. So at the earliest, he comes back, against the Steelers? At best, in 6 weeks?
And that's if you're being, extra optimistic.
Extra. If everything works out perfectly. And he's on the field acclimated and ready. He might get some snaps that game at best, in my opinion. But let's say the Lions. He might get more snaps that game. He might be ready to go by that point. There's an outside chance. Now, if that happens, you definitely try to play him. But if he's still you're still kind of like he might only get 10 snaps against the Lions, you just hold him off on the bye week and bring him back on October 27th, against the Niners, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do at that point. If he's going to take 10 snaps against the Lions, just what are you doing? Just get him back against the Niners. You know what I mean? Just don't risk anything if you think it's an injury situation.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to have to do something here.
Okay.
Before we before I get up, though, I want to make sure we shout everybody out
Yes.
in the house. And first and foremost, I do want to give a big shout out to the Lunatic Star Level member.
Shout out to the man.
Well, yeah, he had his jersey raffles. We may have other stuff coming soon, but the Lunatic, maybe hopefully back in the Star Level when we get back to the regular season. But the Star Level and over everything level membership, monthly jersey raffle. It's really, listen, you could be any team, honestly. Any jersey that's available, any team, any sport. But you know what we do here? It's Cowboys. You got old school, you got new school, you got even a couple of rookies like Tyler Guyton we got available.
Yeah.
So a lot of different styles, whether it's the throwbacks, whether it's the color rush, the home whites, the away blues, whatever. The old school, they actually come in those old school styles and colors as well for like a Roger Staubach or Tony Dorsett.
Yeah.
You guys feel me? So a lot of choices for the winner. And you could add a weekly winner on this. How? Well, if you end up being the sponsor of the week, like currently Chill Pill is, right? Chill Pill is the sponsor of the week, been with record-breaking numbers for her. So big appreciation to her. But she didn't stop there. She's also the Cash App Queen. Big shout-outs to Chill Pill. Unless we sign CeeDee Lamb tomorrow and we go live, this will be our last stream of the last 2 weeks. Chill Pill will be passing the torch on to somebody. In the meantime, though, Mark Hovsepian, I think he's at 60. He's up and down today, but he's now at 59 points. Holding strong there, 59 points for Mark Hovsepian.
Big mahalo to you.
Big mahalo to him. And when you look at the gifting membership at the top of the board, when it rotates around there, you'll see that Jet Li 44, the champion for the last 10 out of 12 weeks here on My Cowboys Family. He's been the gifting champion. The only way you could gift memberships is if you're in the membership itself. Big shout outs to Jet Li 44, who is currently also leading with 2 gifted memberships these last 2 weeks. So him being the leader, anybody in the membership can pass him if you drop 3 on there and gift 3 memberships to somebody. Or, gift 3 memberships to 3 lucky winners in the chat. So again, shout out to Chill Pill, Mark Hovsepian, and Jet Li 44 for their representation. Mm-hmm. On the new week, Jet Li's trying to go for more, 11 out of 13 on the gifting board. But when it comes to the leader in the Cash App, it is James Herr in the house. Yes, James Herr is currently the Cash App leader.
That's right.
But I'm telling you right now, Raider Cousin is second right now. And Jet Li is third. And everybody is in striking distance for that Cash App crown.
Yeah, it's anybody's game.
So the winner of that will be repped here the entire week, next week. So right now it's James Herr with a couple people who can pass him. A $5 holler would get you first place to anybody. So I'm just saying, that's just the way that's working there. And when it comes to the overall board right now, we had Marissa Sparkle, Star Level members representing it, but currently in first place, and he did it last night, took over, Mark Hovsepian. Yes, he's not just a stream boss over there. He's coming for that sponsor of the week. And if he is able to hold that down, he will be one of our weekly winners who will be added to this raffle at the end of the month.
That's right.
And that's the way we do this. Sewn and stitched jerseys, you know the deal here. Good luck to everybody in the house on probably our last stream of the week. You know what I'm saying? We close it up and name and crown a victor or winner here on all our boards. So on that note, I'll be right back, baby. Please, if you can, hit up the chat and hit up any comments and thoughts. It's halftime. I promise you I'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right?
Okay.
All right. I'll be right back. Go Cowboys, no matter what. No matter what. Even in preseason, if we're playing like shit.
And Jet Li, I'll have Mr. MCF check the Cash App in just a moment here.
Oh.
Let's see if we can catch him before he goes.
Let me see. Oh, damn. Trying to check it, catch it.
Oh. All good. Don't worry.
He is in there. Much love to Jet Li. Still in second place now.
There you go.
On the Cash App side. Shout out to Jet Li. $1.60 holler. But, yes, James Herr is in first place still by a hair. By a hair, literally. Big shout out, Jet Li. Appreciate you. And Hey, I think another $2 holler would get him over the top for sure.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure.
So, right there. We have the
An update.
the MCF replacement over here. Much cuter.
Much cuter.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and hit up the comments here real quick. So J-Dog said, I have no faith in the Chargers this season. Justin Herbert dealing with a disc in his foot that could bother him in the games. Honestly, I don't put too much stock in the Chargers as of now. I think that there's other teams in the NFL that worry me more as far as an actual challenge now during the regular season and then beyond that, of course. So, but we'll see. No, the dog's Cash App is the MCF Cash App. She will get her treats through that. Oh, no, she's just here chilling, having a good time. She was wearing her jersey, but she got a little cranky, so I did take it off before she started barking on stream again. So, let's see here. Now, Lee's side, it looks like he's trying to talk some ish, but nice try. So, it's okay. If your Texans do anything, then go ahead and talk to us then. So, let me go back a little bit more here. So, by the way, William Burney said, the irony is, Simi Fehoko was cut a year ago by us, and he probably makes the Chargers roster today by catching a long touchdown over Booth in Dallas.
I didn't realize that was him.
Small world. So, but yeah, I didn't know that was Simi Fehoko. Should have probably realized that. Then actually, I was the one that said, I'm like, oh, the Fajoko's related, so maybe should have clicked then when I said it. Oh, kind of funny there. Let me see. Rolling back a little bit more, I want to continue to read some of your comments here. So, Skeptical Fan, by the way, he was talking about the Donon Bland injury, saying stress fractures hurt in practice. So, yeah, and again, the way that it was discovered, too, it's not like he crumpled to the ground, collapsing in pain or anything. Like, he obviously had pain, but it took the x-rays and everything else to realize, like, oh, wait, this isn't just, like, regular football pain. You actually have that stress fracture, so. Let me see here. All 12 man off grid. Hello and hi. Much love to you. Thanks for hanging with us here. Let me see. Wiseman27 also throwing out there, we keep barely missing these picks. So, again, I have a feeling that in the regular season, we're going to see still a high level of interceptions. Fingers crossed. Right? So hopefully all these almost picks are just a really positive sign of the general scheme that Zimmer's going to run is going to put our much better and more talented backfield in a better position to make those plays. So, although the longer that I think about it, the longer that it sits with me, the more that I have to agree with Mr. MCF. Why is Marquise Bell still out there? Are we that thin on personnel that we have no choice but to play Marquise Bell or something?
We have a lot of safety.
So, then again, we have the opposite problem. We're suffering from success, so to speak, because we have so many safeties that Marquise Bell is low enough there.
We have a lot of other safeties behind him. I don't know why.
Oh. So, again, not sure. Let me see. AF, that is crazy. Definitely a funny moment. She said, one of my patients paid me via Cash App trying to figure out who was Breast Queen. What a username. So, yeah, definitely an interesting interaction. Good luck explaining to the tax man why you got paid by Breast Queen. Is that what you're trying to say? That's one of the reasons why you're not a fan of them?
Who?
So,
I missed that.
I know that AF received payment through one of the apps, but the person's username was, what was it again? Let me see. Breast Queen. So, I'm sure that was a fun moment. Let me see. By the way, no Cooper Rush after halftime, by the way. J-Dog, I saw your earlier comment about that. So, nope, it's going to be Trey Lance the entirety of this game, first and second half. No Cooper Rush. That's it. And also, I know at first there was some talk of like, oh, is Dak going to be calling the plays for this game the way that he did last year? You know, McCarthy even mentioned it, I think, earlier this week in practice, just saying, like, oh, it'd be good for him to keep getting those reps and stuff like that. But it's actually Scott Tolzien that's calling the plays. I don't know if there has been any kind of switch-off, if he is still calling the plays, if someone else took over or something. But as far as we know, Scott Tolzien is calling the plays for the entirety of this football game. So,
Quarterback coach.
And he is the quarterback coach, for those of you guys who don't quite remember. So, let me see here. Let there be a new leader in the Cash App, said JetLee44. So, we will look into that as soon as Mr. MCF is back here with us. So, yeah, Dak might be suited up, but he's not playing. He's just chilling. I think I saw Herbert suited up, so to speak, as well. He wasn't wearing, like, street clothes or anything. Usually the ones wearing street clothes are the ones who aren't playing due to more health or injury, personal reasons. Usually the players that are just sitting out because they're starters and things like that, they do tend to dress in some of the uniform, typically. So.
We did see. Yeah, I'm back now.
All right.
If you need your break.
Welcome back.
Oh, let me sneak in here. Do you guys see the room we have?
Oh, boy.
My helmet's moved. I think I took it down a notch. Let's put it back up to where it belongs, on top. I heard some comments, and I think that, like, I saw when we were talking before the halftime, they had Kalen Carson, number 41, in full uniform. He didn't play it down.
Yeah.
They had Jordan Lewis in his uniform, but just the jersey, like no pads even. Like Kalen Carson at least had pads on. So everyone kind of dresses up in some shape, form, or fashion, but we know the guys that were going to play and not play. I didn't know Kalen Carson was not going to play. The Cowboys just decided to.
I kind of assumed that he was, especially because of the Donon Bland situation.
Exactly.
Obviously, look what happens when you assume. But I think Jason Renfro had mentioned something about there being a new Cash App leader. So go ahead and check that real quick.
As the third Qatar begins.
Yeah, and since it is a preseason game, I don't mind as much maybe eating a snack on stream. So I'll probably grab my snack.
Hey, you might see the wife eating snacks here. We're kicking up to them. Good stop for the Cowboys behind the 25-yard line, 24-yard line or so for the Cowboys, stopping the Chargers as we kick off the third quarter. Let me go check Mr. Jet Lee 44, and he did officially surpass James Hurd for first place on the Cash App. But I'm telling you, by like 75 cents or something like that. But he did, and he's now. James Hurd, you were the leader, but we now have the new leader, Jet Lee 44 in the Cash App and in the gifting board. So he's got 2 out of the 4 boards already. For Mr. Jet Lee, 44 in the house. Go Cowboys. Always try to get that 6 and beyond. Here we go. They got their 42. Fahoko makes the tackle. It's funny.
Too many yards.
Oh!
Hey.
Mukuamu gave a shove there, and I thought it was a punch.
They quickly cut away.
It looked like a punch by Mukuamu. I hope not. I hope there's no flag, so he might get thrown out of the game for that. It looked almost like a punch.
I think I did just see a flag
fly,
maybe?
I saw a football flying.
Maybe it was just a football. Who knows?
But Jet Lee, there's an injury as well.
Crap.
Jet Lee does take over from James Hurd by about, let's say $1, put it that way, in first place on that board. And let me also check his over when you hit let me see here.
Of course. But, yeah, so real quick, J-Dog also asking, y'all think that we're going to get more kickoff returns now that the new kickoff rules are in play?
Oh, yeah, for sure. More kickoff returns, yes. Touchdowns, I don't know, but kickoff returns, hell yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I actually think it's going to be interesting to see just because even Bones, the one who pushed the hardest for this to be put out there, like, it seems like we're also still trying to figure out all of the nuances of the rules. Like, remember when the ball hit the ground in that
and
kind of
some guys ran, some guys didn't
What's
run.
it called? The what zone?
The landing zone, yeah.
Oh, landing? Oh,
yeah, I mean,
there you go.
Yeah. I can show you guys how it looks, but yeah, if it's once it hits the ground, it is live, and
ready.
Everybody runs. Yeah.
So it took our Cowboys a second to kind of like, oh crap, that's right. So I think there's going to be an adjustment period. I have a feeling that by weeks like 3, 4, 5, we're going to start seeing a little bit more of the explosive plays there outside of like just like okay, possible return, whatever. I think that you'll start seeing teams get comfortable with it and start to maybe push it to its limits, but. Not too many teams like to take those types of risks on special teams. So it'll probably be limited to like the Cowboys and maybe like 1 or 2 others. I don't know why, but I have the feeling the Steelers are going to be one of those teams. Because they like to go for 2 a lot.
Yeah, I like to get the extra points.
Get cute, so to speak, when it comes to some of those special game situations. So just general football opinions there. William Burney actually disagrees. He says, I don't think the new kickoff is going to make a difference in returning touchdowns.
I think it's got to, because
I
last
think
year we
it'll impact
had
the regular touchdowns just because of field position.
it definitely
but
will,
I agree
yeah.
that I don't think anything about it in particular is going to. I'm just saying you still have this very similar situation where, special teams has to make the tackle, make the read, do all that stuff. It's just going to end up with maybe better or worse field position depending on what happens.
I think the bigger deal is.
And I'll go ahead and grab my.
Sure, go ahead. I think the bigger deal is which teams, I guess you get special teams, groups can kind of get together on a kind of a tricky way of figuring things out on kickoffs, on special teams. I think that's whoever does that first is going to have an advantage. I think it will make a difference. And the reason is because last year we didn't have any. There was like 95% of the kickoffs were touchbacks. Like, you got to see, if this year you have 60% are touchbacks, you got to see more excitement. You got to see you're going to see more returns. I don't know about touchdowns, but definitely more returns, more exciting plays. And I do think with that is going to come touchdowns, a couple touchdowns here and there. And overall in the league, it's going to go up. It also reduces injuries. To me, it's a good thing no matter how it goes. It's got to be more exciting than last year where there like 10 returns in the whole year. 10 kickoffs were returned. By the way, McClellan, the Chargers, probably fourth stringer, third or fourth stringer on the offensive line, carted off the field with a major injury on his ankle or leg. It looks like he tore his ACL, probably done for the year. He probably wouldn't have made the team or would have made the practice squad. This may be beneficial to him in the sense of, he stays on the team for another year on the injured reserve. And you fight it out next year. By the way, Jet Li not only is first place on the Cash App, but the man is getting closer and closer to first place on this board. A lot of time for Stick, and he gets an easy play, catch. They got about a 15-yard gain on 2nd and 4, first down for the damn Chargers. I just quickly looked at the leaderboard, updated it. Jet Li's in 5th, but 5th is not far from first. I mean, right now he's like a couple behind Justin Quarles, the Q-Man. A couple more behind Dwayne Broussard in 3rd. A couple more. Not much. I think he's like 8 back on Marissa Sparkle. And then Marco Seppian, the only guy left in front of him. A little bit farther up in front of him, not far at all. Maybe a total of like, I don't want to say like 20-something total from first place and taking over that overall board. And on that one, that is the weekly winner. That's where you get the weekly winners from. So right now, Marco Seppian is the weekly winner, but Jet Li is right around the corner from him. We'll see what happens. So is Marissa Sparkle and many others that are also, on the board, but not necessarily in the chat. You see, so in the chat, Jet Li is the one that's the active one right now, can take over. In the meantime, Easton Stick having a great game for the Chargers. Throwing the ball, going through his reads, dumps it down, gets it to their number 42. Every time I see him 42, I think of the Eagles and Sproles. And, of course, Deuce Vaughn. Sproles is 43, I think.
And for those of you guys who didn't know, the Cowboys actually had a moment of silence for Larry Allen before
Today?
the game started.
Okay. I did not know that. He deservingly gets that moment of silence. And, again, they should do it every game for Larry Allen.
What's up, Simus?
Simus says, in the house.
I think you have to read that comment.
Repping that start.
That seems like an MCF special.
Oh, is it? Let me see. Simon says it now. It says, who's getting pounded worse, the Cowboys or Mosh?
I mean, considering it's preseason, I'm not going to say the Cowboys.
Preseason, the poundings don't count the same as a yeah, hold does. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Simon.
You can't hit us with that in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, man, this is too early for that kind of talk. Much love that Simon says.
I need the cover of darkness to make those types of jokes.
And sorry about timing him out the other day. Mosh was so triggered about that situation that he had to time out Simons. That shows you all you need to know. Also, you only need to know here the Cowboys are blitzing.
It's allowed a huge first down.
Allowing a big 20-yard chunk.
On the 3rd down, of course.
A flag. Could be a hold here. But this is crazy. We had a 2nd and 6 first down, 15 yards down the field. This is a fucking penalty on us. And it was a 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 14, whatever it was. They get it. Offsides on us. Offsides number 92. Not Dorrance Armstrong. He's not on the team anymore. Number 92 is Al-Qadim Muhammad, who to me it was 93.
Yeah, I think they meant to say 93.
So Fahoko fuck up,
They just showed him.
Fahoko fuck upo again, and Fahoko needs to be cut the fuck off this team. I think practice squad is the best he gets from us. And
I don't think he even makes a practice squad.
Tipped, get the pick. Yes,
yeah,
there you go, baby. And there another pick, by the way, by Julius Wood, another content creator's relative, by the way. So yes, Julius Wood with another pick. That was more tip drill. Again, that's just the player being there at the right time. To me, it was the first tip that makes the difference here. Who did it? Boom.
52?
No, I think it was a second tip. It was the first tip in the line of scrimmage. Vigil is 52. The Cowboys like
Vigil.
Vigil.
Not really showing it.
Vigil did a good job in keeping it alive. That's a tip drill right there. But somebody else hit that on the line of scrimmage. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Great job by the Cowboy fourth stringers. Tipping that ball up in the air. Vigil did a nice job, number 52. He's a veteran, linebacker. We brought him in a couple weeks ago. A guy that I'm hearing the Cowboys like, but he's here playing for his life. But his smart play there was not trying to make the catch or, it was tipping it back up because instinctually they probably got one or two receivers back there, but you got 5 or 6 defensive backs.
Yeah. So
you tip it up as much as possible if you're defense because you want to, you have more guys around that ball. All their guys on the line of scrimmage and at quarterback and blocking over there. So they got 2 or 3 guys in the field, and we got 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah.
Tip the ball. Good job. Good pick. And good awareness by Julius Wood. And that means now, again, fuck the score. I don't care. I like to see the star always win.
Yeah.
I don't want to get pounded. But the point is that I do also want to avoid any injuries, and I want to get the best out of the guys we got to see who can make this team, the end of the 53, the practice squad, and schematically, the situational work. 2-minute drill,
It's going to be really interesting
how do we do that kind of
roster prediction, I think, for us this year.
It is. It's some tough choices, tough cuts. Some because they're good, some because
not.
they have to pick them not good. Yeah, so,
Oh, Scorpio said Wood is laying the wood down. DFW214, what's up? Much love to you. Aztec Aguilar 04 in the house here as well.
Big shout out DFW and Aztec and everybody here with us, chilling, hanging. Simon Sezin. What's up, man? Not getting pounded. That's the one thing. True Cowboy fans never get pounded. Remember that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, I'll just stop right there.
I was going to say, I don't think that's going to make things better.
I better just stop and shut the fuck up. How about that? We'll save this for the after dark, whether it's tonight, late tonight, or tomorrow.
Yeah, stick to the football.
Yeah, football, not footballs.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
I'll stop while we are ahead on that.
Oh.
Anyways.
I'll have to make an appearance soon to
on the After Dark session?
Yeah, share some of my unfortunate thoughts.
About that situation?
About our Cowboys, of course.
Okay. About getting pounded.
Course.
Yeah. Of course. Not you, but knowing others out there getting pounded. Anyways, here we go. Cowboy back at it. 1st and 10 at the 30. Cowboys run the ball here. Looks like, is that Deuce? Who's that? Is that Snoop? No, it's Malik Davis. Damn, they still got him fighting for a spot out there. So, interesting to see that. We're seeing their the Chargers, the Chargers feed, I guess, because we got Dan Fouts over here. Great quarterback, of course.
J-Dog, if you're confused, just look up MCF After Dark or MCF After Dark 2, and you'll be less confused later tonight, probably.
Yeah, tonight or tomorrow. I'm probably not going live tonight, although it's a chance that happens. Depends. First down here, second down run, 2nd and 7, and we get a couple more yards from Malik Davis. I think it's Malik Davis again, giving us some of those tough pounding, those yards. Jet Li, 44.
That ground and pound game. Jet Li, 44, what's up?
I think he wants to slowly creep up the board because now he does creep up the board.
And you know what? What better representation with that $2 holler than some pounds?
What?
And a Go Cowboys.
Oh, is he pounding it out?
He's pounding it out with a Go Cowboys.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be a bad ending to this stream, to this second stream. You guys get to be part of it. Trey Lance looking right, then doesn't know what to do. He runs the ball, which is the best thing he does.
There you go.
And he runs the ball some more.
He's still
going. And he runs the ball some more.
Still going.
And it's a flag.
Oh,
It looks like it's a
man.
hold on us. Unless it was an incidental face mask, but I think it was a hold on that second block, which means it goes from that second block down the field. It goes back 10 yards from that spot. Still, if that's the play, let's see.
Oh, Simon said it's too much pounding going on here.
Holding Cowboys. Too much pounding. We just got pounded by the refs.
Yeah, we just grabbed a little too hard. Held on a little too hard. You can't hold it that hard. If not, you get.
This is gonna be an interesting last hour of this stream. So strap on. Hopefully,
Word of the summer: pound. So, when do you think the Cowboys are gonna pound out the details of CD's contract? You know,
they better get pounding.
Really hammer them out. You know,
this is too much. They can't do this.
I'm trying to think of all the other ways that we can. Yeah, give me some time. I'll think of something here.
Strap on for a great stream. Again, I see the laughing reaction.
I think in this case, I'm not gonna strap myself in this case. Some
people getting it.
I will.
No, you won't.
I will roll.
Listen.
Free.
We will let Mosh strap on. Wait. No, I'm sorry. Strap in. All right. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
This is definitely a preseason conversation.
Yeah, definitely. This is not going to be regular season talk here. This is preseason.
Look,
Ford
the
Stringers
good news is
going
T- 2 weeks until this is no longer a preseason conversation, which I am looking forward to. Even if this gentleman, remains. Oh boy, what just happened there?
Still see it. It's just it'll speed up. Man,
there we go. That was weird. Point is, even though this person remains off the field.
First and 10 on our own 42, fumbling the snap.
Oh, God. I think they got it.
Trey Lance? Or
that's
is that
what happens when you get to...
that Trey Lance or Dakota Shepley? I'm assuming Dakota Shepley.
Okay, so I think we recovered it.
Shepley was the one snap. Motherfucker.
Whew.
And Trey Lance. One of them two is at fault there. Unfortunately. Simon, it's all good, brother. Hey, listen. I know we go live late at the After Dark stuff, so, but
yeah, we're allowed to have a little fun in the daylight too. Sometimes
it's preseason, you know. It's funny though. No, it's funny, but it's unfortunate for our fan base. What the fuck was that? Trey Lance sucking nutsack. He threw it.
Look, he sucked there, but what happened to our supposed O-line? Because I didn't think I saw one.
No, I know, but that play was supposed to be a quick pass, anyways. And his read, either the running back screwed up or Trey Lance screwed up. But either way.
Hard to tell, but
Trey Lance is our third string quarterback for a reason.
Easy to put the blame on Trey Lance there. No offense.
I mean, he threw it right into the coverage, right into even if the guy ran the right route, it would have been a bad decision. You know, that's my point. He only goes to one. How many times did he go through his second progression? Like twice the whole game so far. Watch his head. Watch where he's looking. Middle, throws middle. Almost a pick. Luckily, he gets it. There's a flag.
There's a flag though.
Number 81, John Stevens. He gets the play. I don't know if he pushed off or not. Trey Lance trying to do a hurry up.
No, he seemed kind of pissed. I mean, you can hurry it up all you want, but
John Stevens is pissed, but I think he pushed off. It looks like he pushed off based on his anger. Usually, I'd say it's on defense.
Jeez, that ref.
The ref almost fell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Illegal contact defense declined. First down. John Stevens makes up for that fumble on that 2-minute drill earlier that led to a field goal by the Chargers. Because I believe the difference in the game. Who gives a fuck? It's preseason.
Oh, you guys cracked me up here. Oh, by the way, DFW said, well, at least the Panther fans can say that. Keep pounding.
Hey, Mosh might be a Panther fan soon. Number 84 makes the catch. That's McMath, who, by the way, and I brought this up yesterday, you're going to see the best of Trey Lance with number 84. That's his number one guy in practice. That's who he connects with. And you'll see in this, I guarantee you, we'll probably get a touchdown in this drive. Trey Lance to McMath. I'm calling it. Trey Lance to McMath to make it 20-17. Let's go.
William Burney said that he looks like a third-string quarterback, which is what he is.
Right, but people were talking about him being the starter. People were talking about him easily passing Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
none of that stuff is coming to fruition.
Not happening.
Not even close. Cooper Rush is by far better going through his progressions as a passer, knowing how to read the defense, as a quarterback. And Dak is much better than both of them. Not even a comparison. Trey Lance, Trey Lance should just hold his jockstrap. And Cooper Rush should be shunning Dak's shoes, his cleats, his Jordans. Play action for Trey Lance. That's a nice play. He rolls out to the left against his... Nice play there.
Done.
And that's number 6, Burnett, or... I know we just picked him up. Deontay Burnett, number 6, who will be cut. And maybe he's trying to play for a practice squad spot. Touchdown coming. Trey Lance.
Again,
Trey Lance, number 84, McMath.
I hate to say it, but all I can think of is, again, what you've said. How much better does Trey Lance look when he's on the move?
Much better. I mean, it's same thing with Dak Prescott. Looks better. Dak is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, if not the best.
So last time we were here,
we run the ball here to Malik Davis. Should have taken.
Hey, look, he got like 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, he got to the 6-yard line.
He looks frustrated because I think he felt he was one away from breaking it there.
Malik Davis, if you had made the move and went to the left and went to the outside, hit the corner, that's a touchdown. But hey, fuck around, you're gonna find out if you keep your job or not. And I don't think he's gonna be 53 anymore. I think it's gonna be probably Deuce Vaughn's gonna be forced the 53.
How many running backs do we even keep on this team? Because at most 3.
3 plus Lipke.
And if we are going to supposedly make a move for another running back,
no, I don't think we are. Trey Lance in a shotgun. Malik Davis almost moved. He kind of been called. It could have been called for that. Trey Lance looks to only one spot and waits and gets picked in the end zone. And this is my point, guys. This is my point about Trey Lance. We try to strip him from behind. Doesn't matter. Listen, Trey Lance sucks. Trey Lance, did you see him look anywhere else other than where he was throwing the ball? And he did it, and he held it, and he was waiting for the guy to be open.
Could have taken out a billboard in Vegas.
It's just a horrible. He's horrible. And he went to McMath's area. He threw it into triple coverage. What is he doing?
Simon said, I'm turning this shit off. I'm done.
Yeah, Trey Lance is, listen, everyone complains about Dak Prescott, and he's not perfect.
He doesn't look like this.
But like I said this, and I'll say it before, people don't understand how bad it can be at quarterback. And hey, Cooper Rush is pretty bad. But he ain't even Trey Lance.
Skeptical fans saying it, run, you dumbass. Again,
he projects where he's going to throw the ball every time.
Yeah, the natural instinct to run has been beaten out of our mobile quarterbacks. I don't know how else to say it, but their first instinct is not to run, and I get it. Again, they're quarterbacks. Their first instinct should be go through your reads, try to find the open guy.
But that's the problem, though. He don't even go through his reads. Like, he goes through one guy and then just looks at him until he's open, and then runs.
Doesn't have reads. He has read.
He has a read.
Red. One page. That's it. That's all we got.
One guy, and at most, he'll quickly dump it down to the running back.
I said it too. Trey could have run it in. Why not? Never force the ball. Tokyo said people actually thought Trey Lance could have taken Dak's spot. Yes. We're not joking. We're not exaggerating.
I don't have to do anything. I put up shorts. I support all the Cowboys. So Trey Lance doing some working out, whatever. Look, you should see the comments. 90% of the comments are, this is our starter. Dak is done.
Dak.
Bye, Dak. Dak sucks. I put up one about Cooper Rush. Dak's gone. Cooper Rush is the best. Or some people saying, I don't care about Cooper Rush or Dak. Trey Lance is the guy. What is going on? The Cowboys fans don't even know, don't care. They just want to be right. That's not what it's about. It's about what the facts are. Who's best for this team right now? Who's the best quarterback? This team, in this situation, Dak Prescott by far the best quarterback. Anyone says different, they're just haters. Plain and simple. After this performance, come on.
Yeah, Bobby Waddle said it. I've seen enough. The Trey Lance experiment is over. Scorpio said Jerry's going to pay Dak after this game. Yeah. Simon said the Chargers are sticking lightning bolts up our ass just like I'm out.
That was a lightning bolt, rod, a freaking just strapping on and going all in is what they just did to us in this game. I know at least one Cowboy fan that understands what that feels like.
Yeah, they really fucked us in our end zone there.
Yeah, they got us right. They did us deep in the end zone, and that we don't want to see happen in the regular season. Right,
AM 1892 said, "What does the team get together and watch tape and get grilled by the coach for hours? Do they just leave that part off only for the pros? Because even college guys have to sit through hours of film and analysis."
I'm confused.
The only good thing is that a lot of this tape will be used by these guys to help improve their game. Right?
At this point, it's who's going to make the team at this point, yeah? Oh! Sacked almost a safety. That was there. Mohammed.
Way to go.
I really like Mohammed. I think he made a mistake earlier. Daxon from the Bahamas. He makes the team. He's an international player, so he's on the team, number 95. Who gets the sack with Mohammed.
No offense, but he's already done more than Alarcon.
Alarcon is an international player. He's 3 years. We're going to have him for 3 years on this team. Daxon. So he's from the Bahamas. He only started playing football a couple of years ago, so he qualifies as an international player pathway program. Congrats. He's a Cowboy this year. Here we go. He won't be able to play unless everything happens right. Huggins taking on two guys. Great job by the run defense here. Mohammed back in the mix.
Stop again.
Wood in the tackle there. Wood. But the big play there, though, I want you to... The guy with the hair flowing out the back of his fucking head right now is the asshole who shove that Rams assistant for no reason. But I'll say this. He took on 2 blocks. He didn't get pushed backwards. He definitely, that's Huggins, number 68. He ain't no Dontari Poe. I'm going to leave it at that. And that's our 8th stringer at that position. So I like Huggins. I just don't like that he shoved the fucking Rams guy across the field. I will say, though, we need a little bit of asshole. We need a little bit of that. Sorry, I don't mean to get Marshall excited, but we need a little asshole on this team. Get a sack. Almost a sack.
We're going to have to delete this stream.
Shit. We never delete the preseason.
I know.
Mosh, you did this to yourself, brother. But, go Cowboys. Anyways. Hey.
Go Cowboys.
Simon says, and we listen. And Simon's tried his hardest to make sure things could be better. Sometimes you got to let them fly like pajaritos. Anyways, they're punting. And Cowboys are going to take this back. Let's see what happens here on the punt by the Chargers. High kick. Underneath he's going to fair catch it. Deuce Vaughn. Fair catch it. Look, smart. Don't try to run it and worsen your situation on the team. Little Deuce, that jersey looks like it fits one of the kids. Deuce Vaughn is not coming on that field, it looks like right now. So
looks like my jersey.
Hit the chat up, baby. I'm sorry. Some people don't know what's going on, so, it is what it is.
Oh, it's all good. Wiseman27 said, if Ben DiNucci was on the roster, he would have beat out Lance.
That's, I trying to say that's not right, but I can't. Those words are not going to come out my mouth. Because I can't believe that maybe DiNucci might be better than Trey Lance. I can't believe I'm saying that. 7th round pick or a 3rd overall pick.
I mean, can we at some point have the discussion that we quote unquote wasted a 4th round pick on Trey Lance? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. He had
a whole year with McCarthy last year.
I acknowledge.
And this now.
I was gonna say I acknowledge that it was worth the chance, and even now, seeing what we have, I still think it was worth the chance. I don't deny that, but we essentially wasted a 4th round pick. By the way, remember, 4th round picks apparently produce starting quarterbacks here in Dallas.
So, this is the Jerry Jones. He wanted to put his big stamp of Jerry Jones on Trey Lance and make it like his way of pressuring Dak.
Trey Lance is one of the ones who got away, and Jerry took his chance to bring him back.
Yeah, but now with Trey Lance being, and listen, I was a proponent for getting Trey Lance in the house.
I agree.
And try to work him and see what we can get from him and taking the chance. A 4th round pick was a lot, but the Cowboys were giving
worth it for the potential.
Again, remember, teams are giving 5th rounders only. They thought we gave a 4th and just took it. Rather than giving other 5th rounders and trying to mix it up a little bit, we just went to a 4th rounder because that's how desperate Jerry Jones wanted him, which is too much desperation. But the thing is, he had a whole year to work on his game with McCarthy, which they did. A whole year. Yeah. A whole offseason to work with McCarthy, which he did. And now we're here. This is the best we got. So to me, I'm going to be honest. You can't give him another year and say he's going to get better. It's over. What I'm saying is you use his best abilities, and that is his mobility, his ability to run around and create stuff, even if he's going to run, even if he don't throw. So you incorporate him in the offense the way you do with Turpin, the way you do with Deuce Vaughn, the way you do with Trey Lance, but not as a quarterback, but as a hybrid. You have Dak and Trey Lance. You just change it around, man. We do some flag football plays. We did that shit.
Yeah.
Have 2 quarterbacks there, and you just don't know what's going to happen. Keep the offense on their fucking toes. Do something, and use Trey Lance to get value from the 4th round pick we just threw down the fucking toilet. Trey Lance under center. Handoff, stopped in the backfield, nowhere to go for Royce Freeman. Not his fault. Just no fucking blocking on that play.
I have a feeling Trey Lance wouldn't enjoy being used as a glorified running back, though.
Not his. Fuck you, Trey Lance. Trey Lance will be pumping gas next year. Trey Lance has no choice in this. Trey Lance is going to take it. Take it the way that who took it. He's going to have to take it and go in there and get your 10 plays a game. Be happy with 10 plays.
I said, Will Greer time. Jump Tube said, like Grandma used to say, being a little bit of an asshole never hurt nobody.
Yeah, that's why Huggins is still on this team, I think. Because we need that kind of dickhead asshole.
Now, J-Dog said, I have a question. You think Trey Lance would have been on the Niners if they didn't give up on him? And you think Purdy would have been on a different team? Maybe Trey Lance would have been on there, but the second that Purdy showed what he did, I think they just never even considered Trey Lance
I think
anymore.
Trey Lance
Even with the investment that
would.
they
I think Trey Lance would have been cut.
Yeah.
Or traded for a 5th rounder because that teams were giving up.
Yeah,
5th
that's what I'm
rounders.
saying. Like, he still wouldn't have been on the team.
Yeah, he was off that team. The Niners did not want him anymore. There it is. Lance dumps it down, incomplete. Princeton fan can't hold on to that ball.
That's like the second pass that he's gotten knocked out of his hands that way.
And again, listen,
That was huge too. That was
Trey Lance created something. He mobile out of the pocket. You know, can you call that a catch? Did he have it for long enough? I mean, it popped
Maybe.
right. I don't think it was there long enough. It looked like he made a football
Problem
move.
is that he just started turning. So
he turned and set though. I don't know. You could challenge. I think you could challenge that.
I guess, but it's
4th and 3, snapping Trey Lance, quick throw, nice play, first down.
There you go. Is that Davis? Malik Davis?
No, that's number 14 there. Who is?
Isn't that one of the Johnsons?
Yeah, I think it's Cam Johnson.
There you
if I'm
go.
not mistaken.
Sorry, I almost said Billy Johnson, but I'm like, nope, that's definitely wrong. That's the other one.
I'm trying to look.
I got them mixed.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I got them mixed up.
He's
all of last
Cam
game,
Johnson's always the
nonstop.
guy. Cam Johnson's always the guy that I get confused with. But we know Billy Johnson. He's out the game right now because he's much more of a favorite to make this
At
team.
least they're on their territory now.
Yep, and he's a run to Trey Lance. Good run by Trey. See, that's what you do. Touchdown, Trey Lance. There you go,
And
baby.
how many times do we have to say it?
Boom.
Until it. Oh, sorry.
I don't care.
Two-handed.
Listen, that's what I just fucking say. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, people. I just said you use Trey Lance
You're
to
wrong.
his strengths.
Just kidding.
You use him to his strengths. You just use him to his strength right there. You made a running play at quarterback. That's what you do. You don't have him throwing the ball. He ain't better than Cooper Rush. He ain't better than fuck. He ain't even close to Dak Prescott. He ain't even close to Cooper Rush. But these guys, Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, it's Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott cannot do that, what you just saw. So get the most out of your goddamn 4th round pick you gave up, and do that. Thank you. I'll be signing. I'll be signing autographs after the show.
Milton Green, by the way, unfortunately, it was announced right before the game. Donon Bland is out. He has a stress fracture on his 5th metatarsal, so his pinky
left foot.
On his left foot. He is going to have surgery on it. The expected timeline is about 6 to 8 weeks. The only quote-unquote good thing, since the season hasn't officially started, gives us about a 2-week buffer. So, if you work out that timeline around the bye week,
2-point conversion. Trey Lance going for the end, throws the ball too far.
No good.
Piece of shit that was. No flags.
J-Doc said he got to talk shit about him, so he does something.
Yeah, but I talk shit. I'm being real about it. What, right? I mean, did I say anything out of place by saying use him to his best? If you use a 4th round pick for somebody,
no, not at all.
Use him to the best of his abilities. Use him as a running type quarterback, and use him as another weapon. That's a weapon, right? I just saw a weapon. I know it's against backups and 3rd stringers and 4th stringers, but he can do that in a regular game and get you 15 yards, not a touchdown. He can get you 15 yards. You bring him in there, use him sometimes with Dak Prescott. Dak is a starter. There is no quarterback better than Dak on the Cowboys by far. By far. That throws the ball, that controls the game, that is a leader, that knows the scheme. That's number one. There's nobody. Dak's up here, and Cooper Rush is down here. Trey Lance, he's off the screen. But if you use him and incorporate him to his strengths, you could throw him up in the mix here. You get him even used more than Cooper Rush.
Just use Lance as a wild card or wildcat.
Exactly.
Wildcat.
Yeah, wildcat. I mean, he might get blasted a couple of times. You want to be careful, but yeah, use him as in that mindset. Jet Li 44 with the 5 on it.
Woo.
The $5 holla. What did he say?
Thank you so much.
Because I do think he just went up the board a little bit, even a little bit more.
We want Lance to run the ball.
Yes.
When we want Lance to run the ball, he doesn't. And when we don't want him to run, he does. He doesn't go through his progressions and look for the open man.
Definitely doesn't go through his progressions.
Like we said earlier, I don't know if you were here, Jet Li, but he doesn't have progressions. He has progression. He doesn't have reads. He has read. He sees one guy and one play and one thing and just locks in. So.
Yeah, that's basically.
At least in this case, he managed to lock into that run.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was a design play for him to keep it. And he did, and he kept it, and he did the right thing.
Skeptical said we should have gone for 2 and given it to Trey Lance again.
Yeah, do another, stick it in the bread basket and let him pull it out, run, and then maybe throw or run from that point. That's what I would. Yeah, you want to keep that ball on the ground as much as possible.
Not just that, but like you've said over and over again, play to his strengths. Why are we sitting here pretending like he's gonna wake up one day throwing like Dak or something?
Exactly.
Like you said, he can't even throw like Cooper Rush.
People are hoping that it ain't never gonna happen.
Sorry about that.
By the
My
way,
allergies.
that last drop right there pulls Jet Li past Dwayne Broussard, past Marissa Sparkle,
Oh, wow.
into second place.
There you go,
Only
Jet Li.
Mark Hosepian in his way, possibly a bonus entry into the weekly raffle. Right now, I'm going to say this. Let me just look this way here. Again, if you win the star level, you would have 2 entries if you win, right? If you're in a star level, if you're like a skeptical fan,
Yeah.
and you win one of these sponsors of the weeks, guess what happens? You got yourself 2 entries, a better chance to win a sack. Killing this motherfucker
There
in
we
the
go.
backfield. Everyone's hitting him. That was mainly it was Harris, but I saw Tyrus Wheat in there, number 91, getting his hands on him. Who else was back there? Got him. 46 is the one that really made the play there. That's Darius Harris.
By the way, just one of the
Fajoka
other
was in the
reasons
mix.
why you're going to
Mixed
see
in.
guys like Malik Davis over Deuce Vaughn make the team. 2 words. Can you think of what they are?
Special teams.
Special teams.
Yes.
Yes. So that's going to be the bigger differentiating factor. It's another reason why I don't think we see Deuce Vaughn on anything other than the practice squad.
They're running their quarterback nothing. Harris again doing a good job, showing, hey, I can make this practice squad. No, seriously,
Scorpion said
gonna-
Harris gets my vote for the 53.
Harris is still on the outside. Remember, guys,
Skeptical said we just need 1 pick 6.
that'd be nice. Here's the thing. Listen to this. A linebacker. Damone Clark, Eric Kendricks, overshown Leah Fowl. That's 4. Oh, and that's Jet Li is now a member. Not sure. It's not.
He leveled up into that
Did he?
star level
Oh, shit.
membership, so welcome on back. Jelly 44,
that's big
shout
for-
out to
that's-
you, and perfect timing there.
Yeah, it's big for the overall totals, too. Here we go. Dumps it down on a 3rd and 21. We stop him. We get the ball back.
I think
42.
that puts you just shy of first place.
Yeah,
if-
just
if
I mean,
my
it's-
math.
I mean, he's
you
a
know,
second.
really
I know Mark had a big run the other day, but, and I'm double checking this, he's closing in. He's getting closer to first place. I mean, he's within striking distance, and that drop right there. So he upgraded, right? So he leveled up. So he went from the navy blue, I think, right?
Yeah.
Navy
no,
blues-
silver.
No, he was in navy blue.
Was it navy blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Dwayne is in silver. So Jet Li went from, that's 20 up there, so that's plus 20 for him in that star level. Let me make sure I marked this. I don't want to forget, my man. Make sure.
Oh.
What happened? Is that on us or them? Oh, is this touchback?
They just ran into each other.
That means we get the ball back on the fucking 30, right? Or whatever.
I think so. I don't know. They're going to discuss it now, but the thing is, it was a Cowboy player and a Charger player that simultaneously ran into the Cowboy player that was going to catch it.
I got you.
So-
so
And it was at
Be
the
a
same
flag?
time. Like, there's no in between. That's what the refs are discussing now. I don't know. What would the flag be if there is one?
illegal contact with the returner.
Can you illegally contact your own player? Like,
No, okay, with each other, no. You're
okay,
right, yeah.
but then it would be the Charger player illegally contacting, like hitting
If
us.
you hit
Okay,
the
so it
Cowboy,
looks like
yeah.
there's no penalty.
No penalty. On the 20, it goes to the 20. On punts, I guess it goes back to the 20 then when it's touchback. Hey, it's better than being on the 2, which it almost
Agreed.
was. So he's there.
See? Oh,
I think Jet
I'm guessing
Li's.
a false start.
I'm guessing Jet Li. I did a quick math. I think Jet Li's about 10 total away from jumping Marco Sepping in first place on the overall board for that sponsor of the week. So just trying to be fair and make sure that Jet Li's in the mix for everything, but he's 10 away from jumping into sponsor of the week territory and getting a bonus raffle. Now in the star level, you know what that means, right? That he gets a raffle entry, but now being a weekly winner, he could get a second entry.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're running the ball here. On a 1st and 15, get about 3 yards. I think that's Royce Freeman. No, it's number 32. Isn't that Snoop Connor? Or yeah, I think that's Snoop Connor right there. Let me also put Jet Li back on the star level. He's leveled up.
And there we go. I think I said Noah Fant gets to walk home.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we're already at AT&T Stadium then. It's not
Yeah.
as far of a
Not
walk.
a far walk. But Noah Fant, yeah, he fucked up a couple times. He definitely hurt his chances to, I mean, he's trying to make the practice squad, but I think Alex Holler 49 is the odd man out on all sides of things.
Was that the end of the third quarter, by the way?
That is the end of the third. We're in the fourth now. Put the fours up.
There you go.
Fourth quarter, Cowboys have the ball. It's going to be what is it now? It's the first and 15, so it's like a 2nd and 12 right now. So 2nd and 12. Well, we'll see if the Cowboys can get into striking distance on a first down. Hey, I know for those that care about the score, to me, this is where the score becomes important only in the sense of like the mindset of the team and the plays you use to try to get down the field to win the game, to take the lead. Think of it like that. That's where it's the positive.
Yeah.
It's not about winning or losing, though. It's more about situation, right? So you're entering the fourth. You got to get a good drive. You've had the quarterback in there the whole game. Can he get? You know what he can do and where he's fucking up. Can you use Trey Lance properly, mobile, and then give him that option to run always? If you always give him the option to run, Trey Lance could be a successful fourth round, trade. You know what I'm saying? For this year, if we can do that. Maybe I'm talking about my ass. I don't know. Anyways, I'll stop talking.
We left all that talk.
I know, the ass talk.
Third quarter.
The ass talk. Yeah, it's not. We're out of that. So now in the fourth, no more ass talk.
So, and since I haven't said it in a little bit, but just a quick reminder, guys: hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys can follow us anywhere and everywhere at MyCowboysFamily, of course. Hop in the Discord as well. Link is in the description box down below. And since we are, getting to that point,
end of the
extra
stream.
special shout outs to Chill Pill, sponsor of the week and Cash App Queen, currently rocking it there. MyCowboysFamily with 51 points on the stream boss, and the man Gently 44 representing as the gifted membership king.
Gifting king, and he's gonna go another one here. He might go another one. 11 out of 13 weeks. If he does, he's holding that down, that lead. The Queen, yes, Chill Pill broke records on After Dark, but now we're doing it only here. So only family here who drops the donations and the love through here. And anyway, get into the raffles and get into that stuff from here on out. Chill Pill, though, much love to you because she broke records over on the After Dark side and also the sponsor of the week. But now the leader on the sponsor of the week is MyCowboysFamily by a little bit. And we got a leader also in the Cash App whose name is Jetly44.
That's right.
So he's trying to take over 2, maybe 3 if he can catch Mark. 3 spots on the board here for this week. This is MyCowboysFamily. 2nd and 11. So it was a 4-yard gain. Trey Lance looking left and just keeps looking left. Finally throws left.
At least it works out this time.
I know, but you know.
McMath, so no. So,
I'm sorry, 80, I thought McMath was 84. McMath is 80.
McMath with the catch.
Yeah, him and McMath have a good connection. Whoa, we got Calvin Richard in the house.
Woo!
Appreciate you, Calvin, with the 5 on it. And he is moving up as well. Here's a run, by the way, to Snoop Connor for about 8 yards. Calvin Richard,
Thank you so much, Calvin Richard. He said the Trey Lance experiment is officially over. No more get rid of Dak talk. I wish that would somehow stop it.
It won't.
It won't, unfortunately. They're just going to move on to whatever the next answer is, or somehow think that Trey Lance is going to wake up one day.
They're going to move the goalpost, try to say, well, Trey Lance was playing with the backups, or Trey Lance.
Or they'll say, I'll take this crappy performance because Trey Lance is getting paid $5 in a bag of chips.
Well, Trey Lance is not getting paid $40 million a year, that kind of shit. Trey Lance came and make a read. That's the first time I see him go to the second read. I think that was because that was the base of the play. The play was you look left, you pump fake, and then you're going to go to your right, and you're going to go to that receiver. The play was never to throw to his left. The play was always to throw to the guy on the right. So that's not even his second read. That's part of the play. So unless he's told what to do, it's just not reading. It's just being told. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Jared Goff when he was under McVay.
Yeah.
Now, but Goff at least did more out there, you know what I'm saying, than Trey Lance did. Here's Trey Lance under center with Snoop Connor taking the block here. Play action. Trey Lance running now. Do what you do best, although there he got banged. He got a 1-yard gain. I will say that time it would have been nice to throw to that number 49, Alec Holler, UCF, by the way, repping. It would have been nice to get that over the top.
Yeah.
If he had got that over the top, he would have had a completion. Look at the end of the play. 48 is open. 49 is open. Right there, he could have done it. And that second pump fake, he could have just twirled it. Could have Mahomed it. You could have had it, but you didn't.
Asking a lot. You're asking
I know.
a lot.
2nd and 9, Trey Lance in the shotgun with Snoop Connor as the running back. This is also just a straight, has a time. Throws the ball high. It is caught by Alex Holler. Oh, no, is it? No, by 14, David Durden. No, I'm sorry, that's not Durden. That's Cam Johnson. That's your Johnson. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. It's a penalty on us, but we got Jet Li saying, hold up.
Holding on the Johnson.
holding on Johnson. That's a mosh style thing.
And
Hey,
with that said,
Jet
thank you
Li,
so much, Jet Li
with that
44.
10 on it, taking Mark Hofstepping to 36 points up here, but also taking over first place up there. Well, I'm sorry, on the overall leaderboard, and he's coming for that sponsor of the week. He's in first place now by a hair. He's in first place. And Mark's around, you never know. I know he's in Hawaii. But the bigger thing is he can have that weekly winner. And he could, again, and there's also a chance he can take over that. Someone can take over that
just said it.
board.
Let's get the takeover official now. Take all the spots. Let's go Cowboys now and forever.
Yeah, man.
Go get that 6 and beyond. Now.
Hell yeah. Let's get that
Thank
6
you so
and
much,
beyond.
Jet Li 44.
Always. Go Cowboys.
Always.
Jet Li knows the deal. Who is
Johnson
that?
is locked in an embrace with the Chargers.
Johnson is holding
they
the
fight over the ball.
Johnson is holding the ball. Wait, what? Anyways, thank you, Jet Li.
Are they hurt? Are they locked
I don't
together?
know. They're trying to. I don't know what they're doing. That's a really weird situation. They got trainers out there. Did someone just,
I think they're locked together.
Did someone just throw up? I thought I saw a guy throw up, or maybe just spit a bunch of water out.
It was just equal
The
to
helmet's locked?
I think so. Because they...
Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
Oh, I think they were just arguing and fighting.
He was just leaning on him?
Yeah.
Why? Are they like friends, or what the fuck is going on?
I mean...
helmet.
No. Yeah, so his helmet got caught
Onto his jersey.
Johnson's jersey.
Or like
so he basically had to take the helmet off to get up, and then... Okay.
That's crazy as fuck.
That
Seriously,
was weird.
I've never seen some of that shit that crazy for a while. It's 3rd and 4. Lance goes back, goes to the end zone, a lofty one.
Way.
The end zone touch! He dropped it,
Holy
burnt.
shit.
Oh my god, that was actually a good pass by Trey Lance.
That was pretty... That was nice to see.
That was a beautiful pass.
Even if
Trey
it didn't
Lance.
work out, I like the attempt.
Deontay Burnett, we'll go for it on 4th down. Deontay Burnett dropped it. It was in his hands, his breadbasket. Tough play to make.
I know.
Good defense, but 6 had it. Trey Lance, of course, we get the fucking goalpost in the way. The goalpost. We're going to get count work for the fucking Chargers. So, 4th down and 4. I do want to make a comment to Jet Li because he's got, right now, he's got Sponsor of the Week on the horizon. He's got Cash App King on the horizon. And he's got that gifting. But he doesn't have this 36 away from the Stream Boss. That's the full takeover. 4th down, a quick pass to 48. Fan makes it up. Gets the first down. Go Cowboys. I think he got it, right?
They called it a first.
So now we got Princeton Fant. Gets that first down.
What's up, Gilberto Ortiz? Much love. Wiseman said it. That was actually an amazing pass. I said, okay, Noah Fant doesn't have to walk home now.
Oh, Princeton Fant, you mean? No one's the actual other way. Hold on.
The other one.
I will say he stepped out of bounds. The ball looked like a cross. Just snap the ball.
Hurry up and snap the ball, man.
Come on, Trey Lance. Let's go. All right, he snapped it. Looks left. Goes right. That's the play to the screen. Wait for your blocker. Snoop Connor, good job. A lot of yellow hands. I thought it was flags.
I know.
You think it's the
still
yellow
trips me
gloves
up
of
a
the
little bit,
Chargers. Either way, Snoop
Got
Connor.
8 or 9 yards there.
Snoop Connor is looking good. I'm telling you, he's easily a practice squatter. And we got a lot of good running backs depth wise, but not really any starters. That's the crazy. We got literally running back by a huge committee if we really wanted to. A lot of good little guys on this team. Just can't keep them all. Some will be practice squad. But who are the ones that can get all the handles here? It'll be Zeke, Dowdle, ...
Yeah.
We don't know yet. Lipke will not get handles, but he'll get fullback tight end kind of usage. Pitch out, I like it. Great job there. This is Neal, I think. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Nathaniel Pete. So he's an undrafted.
Got the first down.
Yep. He's got more speed than Snoop Connor. Snoop Connor is more of a tough guy to tackle. This guy is more of a speed guy. Good to use someone like Nathaniel Pete as a sweep kind of play. Could use the speed for the outside. You want more power on the inside. So, here I think they switched up. They got Snoop Connor back. 36 is the faster, undrafted Nathaniel Pete. And Snoop Connor, he's the futures guy, but he's also undrafted. Snoop Connor there, more of the power guy. You see him being used here to get 3 yards, tougher yards, right? And where? Not a sweep on the inside. As we're officially under 10 minutes for the game, and not only for the game, but for the preseason, thank goodness. Which also means for this stream, too. Jet Li with the takeover. Out of nowhere, just coming. He was literally, we started this stream this afternoon. I don't know if you realize it. He was last on the entire board.
Oh, wow.
Jet Li was last on the board. He is now currently first on the board and 36 away from taking away all four
Second
parts.
and 8, Trey
Great
Lance
job by
runs,
Trey
I
Lance
love
running.
it.
Look
Get
at that
the first,
speed.
get the first. Oh, okay.
He could have dove for that first and got it. He tried to make moves and wasn't able to break. The thing is, he's
Hey,
not.
it's a 3rd and 2 now.
He ain't Dak when it comes to trying to break tackles, but he's got that speed and agility that he can make things happen that nobody else can make out here. He's more like, I don't want to say he's not like Michael Vick, because no one was like Michael Vick running, but he reminds you of like that very agile running type
He can
quarterback.
get himself out of situations.
Yeah, for sure.
The Q-Man saying, we're driven. Let's get this touchdown.
I mean, it'd be nice, it'd be nice as a team just to finish up the season at home. Preseason is bullshit. I don't really care about winning, but let's get us first down. Let's get this touchdown. Let's just try to win the game and just say, just for pride purposes. Quick pass. It's a loss of 3-4 yards. Not even Johnson's fault. It was just a poor play. No blocking. Now it's a 4th and 14 probably. Now we got to kick the goddamn field goal. It's so stupid now. Dumb shit. I don't understand.
Scorpio said it. We're getting predictable on the play calling.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time we've done that receiver screen. At least twice this drive and 3 times the last 2 drives. So it's 4th down.
Looks like we're going for it.
We may be going for it here.
Nope. Spoke too soon. Brandon Aubrey's out there.
I see Jet Li dropping that. 420. Everybody's love to Mr. Jet Li. 420. And it'll be hitting in a minute. Let's hope we hit this 34-yard field goal, right? This should be easy money. Trickery with the ball in the air, though. Didn't that ball go a different direction?
It's okay. As long as it makes it in.
So we're down by 1. You know what? We have a couple more drives to go. We have another 2 drives, possibly, right? So, for those that care about the score, this is the chance. But, pride and all that stuff is great, too, and it would be nice to see prideful win, at the end. It's not everything. By the way, when that does hit at 420, this is going to go to 32. So he's going to be now 32 away. Or somebody's 32 away from taking over the Stream Boss, but Jet Li's eyeballing that Stream Boss. That would be a 4 full takeover. That's all four parts of our board. It'd be a Jet Li week starting tomorrow, or starting Monday, I guess. It'd be a Jet Li week here in MCF. So, and there it is.
There it is. Thank you so much, Jet Li.
The 420.
Appreciate you. Yeah, the $4.20 holler.
The Snoop Dogg.
So let me go ahead and hit up a few more comments here. So AF, I know.
Go Cowboys!
Join our Discord. I know some people in there actually know of how to access the games.
Yes. And so, our Discord, it's in the description, by the way, the Discord. So
but the Q-Man is saying, bad play execution. Our blockers were blocking air.
Yeah, all missed. And you got 14 hanging out there. Cam Johnson, that's not Trey Lance. It's not Cam Johnson. It's not even the play call, though it is predictable. I do agree. It's been basically 3 of these plays similar, but the blocking made the play have no chance. 100% Q-Man. I agree with you.
So, Wiseman27 said, what is up with, half these plays? They were just screwed from the start.
Yeah, I mean, again, remember, guys, not McCarthy calling them. This is Scott Tolzien, the quarterback's coach for the Cowboys, who's calling this offensive game plan for just this game. Just kind of as maybe a trial session. I mean, we had Dak kind of get to know the offense better with calling the plays last year. Maybe that's what they're trying to do with Scott Tolzien. Get an idea for what the feel of what we have, although this is with 3rd and 4th stringers. He's not going to be using these guys in the regular game, but just to see maybe what works schematically in his mind, and then maybe if he can add to that during the regular season, with guys like McCarthy and with the game plan. So.
And thank you, Scorpio, for dropping that link there. But by the way, AF said, no pride parade, just win, please.
Exactly. Thank you. We need. First of all, we need to win in the regular season, and we need to really win in the postseason. That's the way we need to win. This, we don't have to win. This is not important. The way we win this is by figuring out who's going to make this team in a real way, finding out the men from the boys when it comes to the final 7 spots on the 53-man roster and the 16 spots of the practice squad, but the 17th we already got filled. It is Daxon. He's an international player exemption, so he's on the team as a practice squatter. So we already know 45 of our players.
Yeah,
we know that we can do our projection right now and give you 45 guys are on this team. It's the last 7 we're figuring out now, plus the 16 on the practice squad. So you're looking like 23 to 25 players that this game is important for, and it's all at the back end of your roster. We know the starters. We know what they're going to do. The only things you can
Yeah,
work
to me,
on
the
are
biggest-
schematics and situational
And
football.
the biggest question to me now is actually, okay, how does the Donon Bland injury impact
Yes.
those last, 8, 9, 10 players that you're adding to the roster?
Very good point. That's
Because
why you need
that
Andrew
is
Booth.
that to me is a difference maker.
It leads you down to Andrew Booth now, number 25. He's got a, he obviously had one bad play.
Which corner do you pick, and who's the guy that now gets dropped from the squad because, oh crap, now we need an extra corner?
So there's a lot of options. I think, if you look at our guy, I know we got Kalen Carson, and I think Andrew Booth, number 25, probably at that point, anybody else, you probably got to cut to practice squad. So I think that's always, but I think that that would be without Donon Bland, and he won't be on the roster. It will be Trayvon Diggs, it will be Jordan Lewis, and then you're going to have, Kalen Carson as our third, with someone like Booth as our fourth, and I also think there's another guy too, Keemon Hall, who hasn't played much. I'm assuming he's a guy who's more of a slot guy. The Cowboys like him, though.
Yeah.
He could be a fifth guy. But usually you want, when our defense is going to run heavier corners than safeties, so you want to have 6. Fajoko's hurt, by the way.
Oh, no.
Which is probably perfect for, I'm being honest, it's probably perfect for him because he gets to stay on the team that way. Although,
the voice, what's up, much love.
not being injured, I guess he could get another team and try to make it there. But it looks like, to me, Fajoko ain't going to make it many places. So he looked injured there. Not good for him, for his career, but he wasn't going to make the Cowboy team. Blitz from the Cowboys up the middle. They throw the ball up the middle.
Hey,
incomplete.
great
Good job by
defense.
38.
DeBerry.
Yep, DeBerry there. Josh DeBerry. Another practice squad possibility. But what was the what were we just talking about? I just lost my train of thought.
Not sure. Let me see. Oh, sorry about that, AF. Hopefully you're able to work that out. And again, it just a suggestion, because I know lots of people there, they always post where they're watching the games if it's not through a normal method. Just letting you know.
I was talking about making it. I know I was talking about some of these guys trying to make the team or who's in. It's tough because you got that guy 68 playing very well, taking on blocks. I'm going to be honest, but we didn't see the rookie Rodgers in there. We didn't see a lot of these guys. We haven't seen Jordan Phillips in there. We saw a little bit of Carl Lawson 72. I'm really curious how the Cowboys are going to take those new guys we just got on this team and how we're going to incorporate them into this roster, because that to me is the biggest issue there. So
I agree. So 3rd and 9 now for the Chargers.
Let's see, 3rd and 9, 5:55 to go in the game. They're up by 1. Let's get a stop, defense. Come on. Mukwamo's in the game, who's fighting for a spot. I think he's going to get. They got blitz coming here. They're falling over each other, though. Finally get to him. Knocked down.
Hey,
Picked.
there we go.
Fumble.
Where's-
Fumble?
I can't even
Can't tell. I think it was a fumble. Yeah, it looks like it was a
even
fumble.
so he never even threw the ball.
No, I think the ball was knocked out of his hand. 67 for the Chargers, picked it up and fell in the ball, their tackle.
Okay.
So here it is. We got through there. 46 Harris, definitely making a
Knockdown.
That looks like it's incomplete. I'm gonna be honest. Oh shit! The Q-Man
Justin Quarles.
back in it in that silver level.
Woo, representing, much love to the Q-Man. Appreciate you. Yes, representing. Drop him now that you got him again.
Yeah, appreciate the man, the Q-Man, Justin Quarles.
I'm glad it works now.
Yes, I know we had an issue with it for a little bit, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what YouTube did. They screwed us there, but we're happy to have you, brother, back and right and ready for the regular
Yes.
season.
Right? He's like, it worked. I know. The same thing I said.
Appreciate you, man.
Woo.
Thank you. And yes,
here.
people. Once you're in the membership, people can also help by distributing memberships to others as gifting them. But the thing I will say is, and we're gonna have this again. I know I have the old.
He said it was easy this time. So good.
I have the old. That's very good. We have the old logo, the old emojis. I'm sorry, but we will have the new ones ready for the Browns game here any moment. So hey, we got the ball back here at the 8-yard line at the fair catch by number 16. And the Cowboys going to try to get a nice drive here. Again, we got Brandon Aubrey. What better time than to try kicking a 70-yarder, right? If we had
Right.
to. I mean, why not? At this point, it's just for the hell of it. Kick the 70-yarder and get the win. I want to update the board because Q-Man does jump up the board.
Good.
But I know he's now back in the silver level. Much love to him. That's
So,
Fan Friday shout-out.
I guess outside of CeeDee Lamb joining the team, do you think that you have seen some of the things that you wanted to see in the preseason for the Cowboys?
So that's actually a great question. I wanted to see a little bit more from Mozzie, even though I like what I saw, the injuries and the allergic reaction and whatever the reason today was.
Yeah, it feels
kept
like
him out of the
Mozzie
mix
always
a little
has
bit.
like some kind of weird set of circumstances that keep him from
showing what he's
continuing
supposed to have.
to progress or showing that progress that he has made. So
that's the thing. One thing on defense I wish I'd seen more of. I wish we would have gotten another cornerback. That's before this. Now we got Donon Bland, so that's an issue. But I do love the fact that Kalen Carson played well. He's done a great job.
I'm going to say it. I wish that we would have seen a little more from our run game just overall.
I agree. That's a
it
good
feels
one.
like offensively, can't do anything about the CD thing. Okay, fine, whatever. But we had our supposed full squad of running backs and the full O-line and everything else. And I just feel like even from what I've seen in preseason, it leaves a little bit to be desired.
I agree.
Which is why I'm still kind of hopeful that the Cowboys will make some kind of move there. Don't know what it is, don't know what that looks like, but according to Jerry, there's still something left there to do.
Well, I think that we discussed this earlier, and someone brought it up as well. A couple of things related to the running. Whether it's the running back, there's some guys still out there like Dalvin Cook. I'm hearing that there's a couple guys. I think is it Swift or is it there's another guy out there that's going to be cut.
Yeah.
I'm hearing. So there's going to be on cut down day is when you look at defensive tackles. You're going to look at running backs. To add on to the team. So I think that, you can get a free agent now. Like the Cowboys got a 3 or 4 free agents on the defensive line. But look for cut down day to have some impact. Also look for, running backs on cut down day. Who's released out there? That's a running back that's going to give you some good usage. And you can, it's going to be better than what you have right now. So that's the hope. But at the same time, the Cowboys think we got the best players. So Jerry Jones thinks that our guys are the guys we're going to roll with and we are going to dominate with them, even though the reality is different. We've had 75 plays, 462 yards, and almost 36 minutes with the ball. They've had half of all that, and they're winning 20-19.
I remember they basically won with
2 plays.
2-3 plays.
Yeah, 2 long plays. Fajoko biting us in the ass, and then the first play of the game for them on offense. 70 yards. Jet Li with the 1 on it. The $1 holler.
Much love, Jet Li. Appreciate you. Yeah. Another Go Cowboys.
Another Go Cowboys. He's extending his lead, and there's a hold, by the way, on the Chargers. So that gives us a free play there, some yards.
A lot of penalties this game.
Yeah, it's the 4 stringers. But hey, by the way, Jet Li in first place, extending the lead by 1. But now, and it's going slow on my side, you can see 30 points on the stream, boss. Striking distance for a complete and full takeover. Possibly for Jet Li. I mean, anybody can take that. I guess anybody can take it with a 30. But Jet Li closing in on maybe a 4 takeover, a complete takeover.
Yeah.
We'll have to call next week. Jet Li presents My Cowboys Family.
That's right. Oh.
When there's a full takeover, I think we're going to start doing that. Here's the hey, look, they get the chain gang out. They're doing a virtual. It looks like they're doing a virtual
God,
check
why
here.
do they look so...
But I don't understand. They have to take this out only when there's a virtual, like hey, I want to request to see where we're at.
I don't know.
It's very strange. They use the first down stick as the marker, looks like, maybe. I don't know. I don't like it. This is tangled up. They're talking about it. It just looks like a disaster.
Yeah, it looks very discombobulated. I'm sorry.
And McCarthy is like...
sloppy.
Yeah. McCarthy is not happy.
That also took way too long.
Play action there. He's got time for Trey Lance. Going deep.
Ooh,
Similar plays before.
He does not got him.
He got a little shoved out of bounds there. I mean, he closed the sideline down. Did not see the receiver's job there is to try to go in a little bit to push the cornerback. See here, the cornerback's got to stay outside and get put. Did not establish enough room between the sideline and the cornerback before trying to take that route in between them. And the cornerback has position. So, it's not interference or anything like that. It is just good defense, good read, and honestly, a bad route by the receiver. Here's a run by, it looks like Deuce. It's not Deuce. Is that Cooper? Is that, Snoop?
Davis for a second, but not Snoop.
Snoop Connor there, 32.
Oh,
I'm
Pete,
sorry. Oh, shit. 36. Pete. Taking a little bit of tougher yards in there. But look, the thing is this. This is now situational football to me. This could be your last drive. 4:40 to go in the game. 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. To me, You know, the Chargers. This is situational. They want to make sure their
you're
defense
down by 1,
is
so
set
the
up.
game is on the line, so to speak.
Yeah, we need to get a first down here. 3rd and 4. They're showing a blitz. Cowboys are reading it. We got 10 seconds to snap the ball. We got trips right. Shotgun. They are blitzing.
Oh, no.
Interception. Pick 6. There it is.
Yeah.
Pick 6. Wow. Trey Lance with a horrible predicted read. He threw it right into his region, his vision. A good play, but that to me is all on Trey Lance. I mean, come on.
Bye-bye, Lance. That was Scorpio. Justin Quarles just said, trash can.
Yeah, I mean.
Throw the whole man away.
I want to know what other people.
Wiseman27 said, I can't stand watching Lance.
I mean, I just can't. I like watching him run. I don't like watching him throw the ball. It's horrible. And again, I want to know all those haters of Dak that said that Trey Lance should start over Dak. How do you feel? How do you feel?
4 turnovers.
4 turnovers, and I think 3 of them were Trey Lance. Trey Lance looked horrible. Looks horrible out there. Again, he has a couple nice plays, and it's so inconsistent, so horrible. I don't even know if he makes a team. I mean, I know we heard
Jerry said he's making
Jerry
the 53.
said he makes it. I know.
Unless he kills Jerry's dog, I think he's making the 53.
If I'm the Cowboys, I say let's go try to get a tie game and end the game in a tie. Fuck it. Why not, right? There's no overtime, so.
Cameron just said, damn.
Trey
Wiseman27 said it. That was a direct throw to him.
He telegraphs it. I mean, I've been saying this since the day.
Keyman's saying it. Yeah, the Lance experiment, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
We're done there.
Well, let's put Trey Lance here in the middle since we. He's number 19 on that field, but guys, Trey Lance, he is only going to make. You know why he's making his team? 2 reasons. Well, main reason because Jerry Jones and what he gave up. Those are the 2 reasons. It's kind of tied together. Is Jerry Jones trading a 4th round pick? It's about pride. So Jerry Jones going to keep Trey Lance. There's no way you're going to let a quarterback go. He don't deserve to make the team. I'm going to be honest. Unless the Cowboys use him as a running quarterback. Then you can find some place for him. But Trey Lance, other than running the ball and do a couple of safe passes, he is useless. And that's after a year. That's a year of Mike McCarthy teaching and helping, and Shanahan's teaching and helping for 2 years over there. And he's 24. Is wasted pick. Wasted.
Just a disappointment.
Very disappointing. Very. And it's something that Jerry Jones is not going to let him lose. Jerry Jones is going to say, my guy is going to be. He's on the team. It's already been said.
But I guess he's willing to lose his 1st round receiver.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, who cares about him?
Who cares about him?
Yeah,
unimportant.
Yeah.
Not necessary to the team.
We'll keep lowballing him until week 7. I don't know. Disaster. Okay.
I have to believe that the Cowboys will get something done before the season starts, but there is that darker part of me that's whispering in the back of my mind, okay, but what if we don't?
I see Calvin Richard dropping a $2 holler. It's coming up in a minute. Oh, we went blurry
We
here.
got fuzzy.
But
there we go.
He said, I saw that coming all the way from Houston. Yeah.
But your Leaf Side Herald saw it coming too.
Incredible. Yeah, ugly. And again, look at the ball is now. What the fuck just happened?
Sack?
I don't know what happened. How did they?
Oh wait, no, we were.
They went for an onside kick. They went for 2. They just kicked the extra point. I think they went for an.
Yeah, they kicked the extra point.
They kicked the extra point, but no, they didn't. They went for 2. There was a penalty on us, and they went for it, and we stopped them.
All right. I mean,
who is that stopped them? By the way, 4,
it looked
40,
like 52,
48, 40 something. But it was good. See, the taking on the blocks the job was done great. That's the thing. The guys who took on the blocks, Huggins, Rogers, the rookie, those guys did a very good job there. Daxon, and holding the run gap open for the linebacker to come in there and make the play. I missed 2. I think it might have been maybe not Muhammad, but there's Calvin Richards drop. Saw that from Houston, but I gotta change the score because now it's a 7-point game. The Cowboys go. If we get a touchdown, we go for 2 and try to win it. You know what I mean? That's all. So now we went from trying to tie the game and end the game in a tie, try to win it and say, what the hell? Why not, right? We got 4 minutes and 14 seconds. But do you really trust Trey fucking Lance? No. Nobody does.
Not even a little bit.
So kickoff is underway here.
Yeah, Wiseman27 said it. Lance has given away 14 points in the second half, picking the end zone and then the pick 6.
That's a great point. I mean, that's literally the one in the end zone was huge. I mean, how big is that one, right? But again, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't trust Trey Lance to make important decisions here. Give me Dak Prescott. Don't give me Trey Lance. And all those Trey Lance lovers and Dak haters, there's nothing you can say that would not make you look delusional if you think that Trey Lance is still better than Dak Prescott.
Yeah, which honestly, I do feel like that's partially what they were holding out for, Justin. He said, Dallas front office just realized they have to pay Dak or start all over because Lance will not be that guy.
1,000%.
They thought they got lucky with that 4th-round pick that first time. They're like, oh, let's spend another 4th-round pick on a first-round quarterback.
Yeah, first-round, 3rd pick overall. I mean, listen, I don't blame some of that decision. It's just you have to have a plan B, and this was plan B. It's not a good plan. You got to have a plan B that's solid. You got to know, okay, I'm going to take a quarterback high in the draft. Yes, I'm going to make a trade for either a young quarterback up and coming or a veteran, and just move on from Dak. You got to do something. You just can't keep going with Cooper Rush.
To possibly move on from Dak without actually putting in any of the hard work or investments that it usually takes to move on from starting quarterback.
Thank you.
You know, like,
yes.
Yes, there are Brock Purdy's out there in the world and stuff, but the odds of you getting that player are very few and far between.
The odds of getting someone as good as Dak is far and few in between, even in the first round. That's what the Dak haters don't understand. To get Dak Prescott no, it went on the back of the end zone. There was no return. To get a quarterback as good as Dak, and some of you guys hate Dak Prescott. To get a quarterback as good as him, you have to be lucky and fortunate. And usually have a first-round pick to get a quarterback like Dak. That's when people overlook Dak and hate Dak, and they don't realize Dak is far from perfect, and he's never going to be Aaron Rodgers. He's never going to be an elite, but he's a damn good quarterback, and a damn good quarterback is hard to find in the NFL. People don't want to talk about that. They want Babe Laufenberg and Gary Hogaboom. They don't understand, and Steve Pallure. These are names. If they don't give you PTSD, then you're not a Cowboy fan of the 80s, because I know those names, and some of you guys know those names. You don't want to have that again. That's what we're going to get without Dak Prescott. Here's a sweep to the right with Snoop Connor, and you get some running. There you go. Little speed in that motherfucker there.
Nice.
Got around the corner. I like that. Again, got 9 yards, 8.5 yards. I love Snoop Connor. It reminds me of the new Malik Davis in a way. So it's kind of like, which one do you keep on the practice squad? Because I think neither make the team. You know what I mean? It's me. This is my thoughts.
Sorry, I know.
It's all right.
Hydrating.
Hydrate away. I see. On my side, I don't know why I'm seeing everything sooner. We're having a slowed down thing here on my side of things. But here's here's a run by Trey Lance. First down for Trey Lance. But on my side, I'm seeing a $5 holler by Calvin Richard.
That's right.
I think that's coming through here, right?
It is. He said trade him for a 6-pack. It doesn't even have to be cold. How
about a 6-rounder?
I hope it's the Troy Aikman beer.
Yeah, the 8 beer. Trade the 8 beer for a 6-pack in the 6th round. I don't know. I'm just...
Thank you so much, Calvin Richards. Appreciate you with that $5 holler. We'll give it a second to go through here.
When that hits, Calvin Richards breaks a tie. Oh, shit. Trey Lance throws the ball away. We gain no yardage there. Basically,
at least you didn't lose yards, I guess.
I know.
Spamford caught that.
Yes. Again, a guy I wanted to watch. Hasn't done enough to make the team, obviously. But he would probably make the practice squad, is my guess. Also, my guess here is Calvin Richard, who, if I'm not mistaken, has right now jumped into... I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Right in front of Dwayne Broussard. Into 4th place with that drop right there. Calvin Richard is 4th. Dwayne is 5th. I'm sorry. Calvin Richard is 5th. My fault. Marissa Sparkle is 4th. Calvin Richard is 5th. And he's right behind her. Dwayne Broussard is in 6th. Skeptical Fan is in 7th. That's the rundown there. And
by the way,
8th is Go.
The little children want to know the answer to the question that was asked earlier.
Yes. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think is what we saw there.
Yes. Yeah. All right. There we go. Sorry, guys. Trying to do a
little dinner here on a Saturday afternoon. Playing. Oh, shit. Trey Lance got out of a sack, threw the ball away, and gets picked again. Another interception.
Is that the end of the game?
That pretty much ends. Well, we got 3 timeouts and a time.
Oh, come on. Oh. Well, 5 turnovers then for Trey Lance?
No, 4
turnovers total?
5 turnovers total.
4
interceptions to Trey Lance. And honestly, that one wasn't his fault. He did a great job getting out of a sack. It was just a better play by the defensive player, and
I know, but
it just goes to
still
show
doesn't help.
It adds to the disaster.
Yeah,
Wiseman
27 said Lance couldn't even touch 2016 Dak. How were people thinking that he was better? AF 1892 said you have to spaz out, make some dumb mistakes until you learn or get removed.
Yeah, well,
the Q Man said I agree, MCF 1,000%.
And I hate having to, this game is not over, but one first down probably ends it. And the thing is, and again, it's just the Chargers call timeout. They did. Yeah. As we wind down here.
Yeah, I'll let you kind of hit up the last little comments and things like that. Give me a second to go ahead and start on some of that family stuff that we've got going on. We were kind of unsure if we were able to actually stream this entire preseason game. So I'm glad we were able to.
There was a chance we were going to probably have to dip out in the end of the
close to the wire, but we
end of the third. But yes, we had to get some stuff. We were waiting for some information. Since it wasn't coming through, we were like, all right, you know what? We'll hang here and we will do the rest of the game. I have to let you guys know the behind the scenes. But since now, we're planning a little family situation here, dinner. So we knew it was coming. It was about when we had everybody on the same page. We finally have everybody on the same page. That's good for us. And you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this 3.5 hour stream here with us on My Cowboys Family. They made a mistake here, a first down, and it's a sack basically. 3 yards lost. Goes to the 2-minute warning, although I think we call timeout. If we do, it's probably smart to call timeout now before the 2-minute warning when you can control the time. And I think we did because it's time stopped, 2:07, timeout Cowboys. And so if I'm the Cowboys on the next play, if they get no gain or we get a stop, you call another timeout. But you got to call a timeout and then, the Cowboys call a timeout with 2:10 left. And if you call another timeout before it gets to 2 minutes, you keep a timeout because you use a 2-minute warning, you keep the timeout. That's the good thing here. It's just to give Trey Lance and this Cowboy offense one last chance at home to do something. Let's see if it even gets to that. Second down and about 14. 12 maybe. Here we go. Pitch to the outside. Cowboys got the defense there. Don't overrun it. Muhammad with a great stop there. 92. And then we had another nice hit there. But Muhammad really locked him down. I mean, Muhammad's made a case to make this team as kind of the last edge rusher for us. Number 92. I thought he did a great job there. Breaking off. Look, he got off of 66, the blocker, and made the stop. And then who's that? 91, Tyrus Wheat with the fucking hit. He'll be a practice squatter. And he was on our 53 last year for half the year. That guy there, number 91. So both guys possibly in some way, whether they make the team outright or probably more practice squad and maybe get some active, call-ups from the practice squad. I think those two guys are guys that you can put in the mix on this. 3rd and 12. Down by 7. Yeah, 7, which we'll go for 2. If somehow we score, we go for 2. Please don't make this. Make this a little more exciting for us here. 3rd and 12. They're in shotgun. 2:05. Exactly what I said to do. You called timeout. So, again, this is perfect. If they make a first down, the game is possibly over. I think, actually, that makes it, because it's called 2 timeouts, it's not over. But second down, third down, they're going deep. No interference, no call, incomplete. 4th and 12. It is punt time. Cowboys get one more chance. They might as well have thrown because it was going to stop with 2 minutes, which it did at 1:59. 2-minute warning. Cowboys get the ball back. One last chance for Trey Lance. Can he throw a 5th interception? Why not? I mean, the fuck? He's thrown 4. So, much love to everybody here in the house. Hit the like button for this stream. Subscribing to the channel if you have not yet. Hit the notification bell. Guys, we're like 400 people away, 300 people away from 40,000 subscribers. And listen, I know we don't have 40,000 viewers. We're never going to. A lot of these people come for the shorts only. The majority of people, believe it or not, on this channel actually come for the quick clips, the shorts with the music. That's what they're here for. And that's cool. And we are that kind of channel as well. But, this is what we started. This is a foundation. We were on camera every day. And even though times and schedules and other life things are stopping us from doing that on the nightly, we do it as much as we can, a couple times a week if we can, during the regular season. And every live stream reaction game, preseason, regular season, postseason, hopefully Super Bowl and beyond. So you know how we do here on My Cowboys Family. And one way or the other, we'll always be around. Don't worry. And I appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat, joining the memberships. And we're going to get the emojis moved up and moved around. getting it ready. We're also in preseason mode, so you got to give us a little time here. But we'll get you the emojis going. I got some great ones, really great ones from Skeptical Fan that he did with AI. So I'm going to add some new ones there. I'm going to also do, of course, the fuck whatever team we play, fuck the Browns. That's going to be coming out soon for anybody in the membership. Once you're in the membership, there's always little perks. We'll have little raffles, jerseys, and, you know, the end of the like and such. So a lot of that involved, but also, you know, have other things kind of connected to membership stuff. So thank you all for that are in the navy blue, silver 2, star and over everything levels. Big shout out to everybody here. So Tokyo in the house. He said just seeing the way Trey Lance plays appreciates Dak more. Cameron said another pick. William Burney. Trey might set the record for interceptions ever in a preseason game, and he's got one more chance, unfortunately. Jet Li calling the plays. He said, you need more than a 6-pack of beer with Lance. I need at least a 30-pack. 2-minute warning like we know here. Yeah, one loose Old English in a brown paper bag is what we hear. We were feeling with the Trey Lance situation. Trey gets a chance to throw another interception. William Burney states that there. Scorpio said winner, trying to see what comes up. And the winner is Justin Quarles. I didn't know you can do that. Thank you, Scorpio. I guess there's that. Nightbot. Justin Quarles the big winner tonight. And as he should be. Silver level member as well. Wise Man said Lance needs to step into the pocket immediately, runs into Waletzko's side, and he sucks ass. William Burney said Trey should just tuck it and run on every play in the last. If he's going to look at one read, right, William Burney? One read and then run. I mean, one read and then throw it to him, force it in there, or dump it off the running back for 1 yard. You might as well just tuck it and run after the first read. They're punting the ball here. Jet Li said we need to play the game here. Lance running for 70 yards. Azteca in the house. Interesting experiment, did not work. Fair catch for little Deuce Vaughn here on the 15-yard line. 1:51, one timeout. Here's the one thing. Well, I would say we have Brandon Aubrey to kick a 70-yarder. We only need 13 yards. We only have to get to I think our own 45-yard line to get a chance for 3 points. So, last drive of the game. This is the last drive of the preseason of 2024. Let's enjoy it. This might be the last time we see Trey Lance play a snap for the Cowboys. A drive for the Cowboys. Let's put the volume on. We're on. I said 15. I don't know why. We're on our own 10. We got to go 90 yards for the win. Trey Lance in shotgun.
Pressure.
All receivers up. He gets a little pressure, but throws the ball in there. Easy catch there to Spanford, who doesn't go down right away. Gets to the 22-yard line. Gets up. Now here, it's all about quick huddling. No huddle. We got one timeout. You use that when you get into Charger territory. We're on our own 21-yard line. Shotgun for the Cowboys. Snoop Connor on the left. 2 receivers on the right. Spanford on the left with the receiver. We go right. First read, number 14. So we wasted a good, 15 seconds just setting up and throwing for a 5-yard gain. It's what we need to stop the clock. So that's what you have to kind of do. You got to get like a 15-yard gain and then get like a 5-yard gain to stop the clock. Every time you do that, you're going to spend 20 to 25 seconds. The next play will probably, if we do 2 plays back-to-back here, we get about, 55 seconds on the clock, and maybe we're on the 45-yard line. That's the hope. Our own 45. 2nd and 5. Minute 23. Low snap. He looks, goes down the field. We get to the 45 on the first play here. Spanford does, this
Go
is
down,
Spanford's best game. No timeout.
Now.
That's why I said I want to stop the clock here at 55 seconds after this quick out. Let's see what the Cowboys do. We got to quickly go. We got 15. We got 10 seconds to get to my prediction here. But let's see. The Cowboys are taking a little more time than I want. We're going to snap the ball with about 55 seconds. And we do. Trey Lance looks down the field, goes to the outside, overthrows.
Lucky that wasn't picked off.
But I said 40. I said 55. It's 49.
Yeah.
Cowboys took a little longer than they should have. But hey, you guys feel what I'm trying to say? So here comes again the same thing. A 15-yard gain, and then see we get a 5-yarder on an out of bounds. Stop the clock. Look,
if you're smart,
that's
once
what
you
do
get to
it.
a certain point here, set it up for Trey Lance to run, take the outside. I'm just saying.
You use that timeout after he runs.
Yeah.
And you got to wait for that. So you got to go here.
I know. That's why I said you want to get closer to like the 30.
Trey Lance looking deep in that corner. He sees the blitzer. See him? He's blitzing. He's going to go deep. We know it. Boom. Well, not deep to that spot. You got to get up and go, though. Quickly.
They're not moving fast enough for me.
Yeah. McMath knows. Let's go. Do the math. We're on the 50-yard line. Guys got to be set here. 35 seconds to go.
Oh, just Q-Man. I don't...
Low snap. Quick throw. Great play.
Oh, nice.
Timeout. Alex, that's holler. Holla! I'd call timeout here.
So you won the admiration of the chat, but no, there's technically no...
How
I
they
don't think there's any like actual
a random
winner there.
That's what we should do. Raffles. So again, shoes tied here. But hey, the Cowboys are on the 40. Where were we at? 45.
Yeah, but I think Nightbot just picked someone who's in the chat
just randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like a raffle, a random raffle. But here's the thing. Right now, the Cowboys are on Charger territory. 27 seconds. Trey Lance. You know, to me, this is where it's going to be very hard. Obviously, you got to set yourself up. But if you get the ball thrown inside, what do? You get a quick pass thrown inside, you spike it. You got to spike the ball after the next play. You can't sit here and wait and wonder what to do. You got to spike it. Let's see what happens here. We're on the Chargers 39. Shotgun. Trey Lance looking. Cannot get sacked. He gets out of it.
No.
Throw it away.
Yes.
Roll out of bounds.
He did not.
Got to stop the
now
clock.
We run.
Got to snap the. Got to spike the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Great catch. Crazy play. Spike the fucking ball. Got to get set.
Okay.
7
7
seconds.
seconds left.
That's 2 plays. 2 plays. From the 20-yard line. Let's make it fun. I can't look at the chat because I know some people are ahead of us. Yeah.
I wasn't looking now, but just just in case.
7
By
seconds.
the way, it looks like McCarthy's calling plays, kinda.
Did he take over, or he's just looking at the board and it's kind of.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Here it is. Trey Lance got a great play by Trey Lance there. I thought he was gonna throw it away.
They literally just said the same thing.
What a play and catch by! I wish he would. If he had rolled out of bounds and been able to hit that out of bounds.
He tried, but the awareness came a little too late.
Yeah, that's why he's a 5th stringer. Low snap. There's a flag.
Timeout. No, I think timeout by Chargers.
Chargers. Hoping not a flag. Okay, Chargers call timeout. They got 1 left. 7 seconds though. I mean, listen, they're actually. Yeah, remember they're also practicing situational play calling and football on their side, even with the 4th stringers and 5th stringers. And we're doing the same thing with our offense with our 4th and 5th stringers. So we'll see what happens. The way that though this usually goes though is the Cowboys will
do some bullshit.
I think the Cowboys should go for like a quick throw, get the ball down about 13-yard line. 13-yard line, a quick out, 7 yards. You get out of bounds. You stop the clock with 2 seconds, maybe 1 second. That's it. You go for the end zone here, 20 yards away. I think it's a fucking. You might as well Hail Mary it if you go for an end zone play here, unless someone's open. I don't trust. I could see Trey Lance floating it to the corner, and it's fucking knocked down or picked or something. Trey Lance in a shotgun here. We're going for the middle. What the fucking piece of shit pass.
Wrong team, Trey.
5 interceptions.
Well,
I just don't even. I mean, like we had 14 was open. Like, wasn't he open? Tell me if I was wrong. Look at it. Look at this, baby. Is Cam Johnson open or not?
Yes. By the way, Scorpio said, I think Trey Lance is colorblind.
He's like Vinny Testaverde, this motherfucker. Holy fucking shit, that's horrible. We had an easy, at least an opportunity for a touchdown. I saw the middle open. 14 was wide the fuck open.
Well, that ends the illustrious career of Trey Lance as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback, I hope.
It ends all the Dak haters that wanted Trey Lance to. Now they're going to find somebody else. They're going to go back to Cooper Rush. Well, Cooper Rush should start over to Dak Prescott. Shut the fuck up. Dak is our quarterback. You probably got to sign him for a long-term deal, and they got to eat. You got to take what you made, and that's it. They made this, and that's it. Trey Lance is a failed experiment. I would still try to get the most out of a 4th rounder. Use him to run the ball, get him versatile on the field, and just use him in the mix. But just use him for 10 plays and use him as a receiver who moves over as a running back, and you can know who's going to snap the ball to who. Or Dak can pitch the ball out to Trey Lance. Everyone converges on him. Just throw it over the top. I mean, I can do that. So Trey Lance, that's one of the things I would kind of think about with Trey Lance. To maximize that part. Forget the quarterback part. He ain't that. He's your 3rd string quarterback. Good. Keep him in there as your emergency guy maybe, or use him as a true. Because if he comes in as a 3rd string emergency, you might as well put me in there. So get him in there and use him. We wasted a 4th round pick. Get him in there and use him for agility and running and making something happen. That's all. That's the way I see that.
So
I don't know.
As I do the final shout outs, wrap ups, everything here of the night, guys. One last time, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys again soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to start today's stream with pretty fucking horrible news of Donon Bland out 6 to 8 weeks. He's going to miss at least 6 games. Then we have a bye, so he'll be back week 8 against the Niners at the latest. A big blow to the Cowboys here. And again, Stephon Gilmore just signed for $7 million base with $3 million incentives, $10 million total. There's still guys, J.C. Jackson and Dolphin guy. What's his name?
We'll continue.
A bunch of guys that's out there, and there's going to be a lot of cuts coming around the corner on Tuesday. So of course there'll be opportunities to pick up running backs, corners, and defensive tackles, but Cowboys put themselves in a situation.
Yeah.
Here we are. Enjoy it.
Quano6, it's sad. Man can move the chains, but doesn't know how to take care of the football. Shake my head.
Yeah.
Jira Jones said, at this point, I would give teams a draft pick just to get rid of Lance. Tokyo said, if he threw 5 picks against 3rd and 4th stringers, imagine how he'd throw against starters. William Burney said, well, we know who can start if we ever want to tank the season to get the number 1 pick. Trey Lance would be the guy. Perfect timing there, because Calvin Richard with his $2 holler just said he couldn't hit water if he was on the Titanic.
Oh my god! He'd hit the iceberg, and the ball would just sit on the standing iceberg. It wouldn't sink.
I know.
How can I say? By the way,
I feel like we're the Titanic if Trey Lance is driving.
It feels like it. Calvin Richard right there in the top 5. I gotta say, with Jet Li. He's in first. He looks like he's going to take the sponsor of the week. The only spot open, 21 points, hanging on in the red. Mark Hope-Seppian hanging on with the old Gilmore, Stephon Gilmore number of all numbers to leave us with here, right? So we'll see if that's a full takeover or not in the last couple of minutes we have here. But either way, yes, I am very unhappy with this performance. And again, what Calvin Richard said, and you guys saying in the chat, Trey Lance is. It's not even really a 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah, this is not what I wanted to see.
He's our 4th string running back.
Rolando Rodriguez, much love. Justin Quarles, the Q-Mans, agreeing there with William Burney's comment. Wiseman27 said, honestly, I think McCarthy was just saving Lance from looking as bad. He kept Lance's mistakes contained.
Wow. That's a great point there. Maybe that's why he just had to tell Jerry.
Juan Carlos said that was abysmal. House Nelson said, like MCF said, betray Lance. Justin Quarles also said, I'd rather have the 4th round pick back and the $5 million that we paid him. Bad move, Jerry.
You risk it sometimes. We got to make a move. But to be the Dak decider was stupid of Jerry Jones.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
Yes,
so,
it is ridiculous. It was just
Cowboy
basically
Carlos,
setting it
what's
up.
up? Saying you need a strong run game with the QB like Lance instead of passing 45 times. So,
well, Lance ain't going to be the guy.
The Cowboys aren't going to change their offensive strategies to suit him either.
Dak can pass much better than 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL.
AF1892 said, LA Chargers, go and charge your electric stupid cars somewhere.
LA Chargers. Remember that fan of the Chargers? I could have had her.
Estek Aguilera 4, much love. We have, Jet Li 44, of course, coming in with the takeover. Cameron, what's up? Much love to you as well. Lee Side Herald joining us. I know we had the man Simus in the house here as well. That's actually as far back as it lets me go. Coming back down, DFW 214, what's up? John Connor, Wilson Santiago, much love to all of you guys.
Yeah, freedom first was first.
DF said, by the way, what the fuck, man? Trey Lance needs a damn pounding the way that he played.
Yeah, he needs to strap it on and go pound himself. I don't know. Listen, here's the thing. I'm going to shout everybody out in a minute.
Pound out a touchdown there.
He threw an interception in the end zone.
So with that said, baby, since we are passing the torch here.
Pass the torch. We go on from the sponsor of the week and the Cash App Queen, Chill Pill representing it. And that's now going to the sponsor of the week and the Cash App King, Jet Li 44. He's taking over the Cash App. He's taking over the sponsor of the week. He's first place starting. Even tomorrow if we go live, it'll be a new week. So Jet Li got it. Mark Hope-Seppian holding on with 21 points as the stream boss. And again, looks like he'll be heading into next week, our next show, probably Monday or Tuesday. Looks like he's heading in as the stream boss. Still, I think he's had that for like 3 straight weeks. So
I think so too.
Aloha, much love. He came in second place on the overall board, Jet Li in first. If you look above there as it goes through it, you'll see Jet Li also 10 out of 12 weeks as the gifting membership master, the gifting membership king, the champion. Thank you. big contributions in this way, gifting memberships, but he did it again. Right now, he's got 2 on it. 2 gifted memberships makes him the winner. Jet Li, 11 out of 13 not straight weeks. 11 out of 13 weeks, Jet Li has also represented the gifting membership board. So he's got almost a full takeover. 3 boards starting next week. Sponsor of the week, Cash App King, and the gifting membership board with Marco Seppian with 21 points in the stream boss. And that's how we end tonight's stream, it looks like. Thank you guys on that side of things. You already shouted everybody out, right? So, guys, we'll be back. If CeeDee Lamb signs tomorrow, we'll try to do a live stream. But if not, and things keep going, we got a couple weeks to go. We'll be live sporadically here in the next week with, probably Monday or Tuesday a live stream and discussions. Hopefully CeeDee Lamb signed. And, of course, I think Tuesday is the official cut down day. We'll go live before that and get you the info you need on that as well. So, thank you guys. No real big injuries. This is good news in this game, except for Donon Bland before this game. And, we saw the Trey Lance experiment fail. We'll see how this moves on from here. Thank you all in the chat for dropping your knowledge. Thank you guys for dropping the love. It is officially a drop out of here. So, baby, tell them why we do this each and every week, showing our passion here live for everyone to see. And I try to do it every day here on My Cowboys Family. Why do we do this?
It's that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything.
You know it, guys. Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly. We will always rep that star over everything right here on MCF. And here on My Cowboys Family, YouTube for 7+ years. 8th season doing this thing here live with you guys, talking about the games passionately on these game day live stream reactions. 8th season of that. Never forget the number one thing here, now, and forever on My Cowboys Family. As always, go Cowboys! We got to somehow get to 6 and beyond. Let's hope. Thank you guys for dropping the knowledge in the chat again all afternoon long during the game. Thank you guys for dropping the love from above right up there. Yes, and as we go off screen and we end this preseason 2024 style, thank you guys, and we dropping out of here for the night. Relocking and reloaded for a new week and the 2024 regular season on the horizon as we do these roster cuts and beyond. Thank you guys. Before we can drop out of here, baby, what do we got to do?
We got to drop the beat.
Beat's been dropped. It's a Rizzity rap here on My Cowboys Family. And crappy Trey Lance performance, right? Week 3, game 3 for the Cowboys here against the Chargers. Ends in defeat, but nonetheless, that don't matter. Limited injuries, if any. Got to see the end of our team and part of our 53 and the practice squad fight it out. And we'll see what happens from there. Here, it's a wrap. We'll be back again shortly, next couple of days with some more news, info, and updates on our Cowboys CeeDee Lamb update and any other moves the Cowboys may make. Roster cuts on the way. Maybe we'll make a roster pickup. We'll see. Here in MCF, it's always about that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything. Never forget the number one thing here in My Cowboys Family. Much love to all of you for repping that star with us here on the nightly. Hit that like button for the stream. Hit subscribe for the channel. Almost at 40K, 40,000 family members. And, of course, hit that notification bell so you know we're going live. Follow us on Discord. We're going live there as well. We post there. And X, Twitter, all that good stuff at My Cowboys Family. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Peace out. And never, ever forget, Go Cowboys!
Monk on the beat.